And we're live.
Hello and welcome back. It's David here. Oh my god, I always have my headset in my ears. Damn it. Okay, I boomer myself constantly, dude. It's the age. You hit 50 and just, whether you want to or not,
I didn't know you were 50.
Central.
We're getting old, huh?
Yeah, we're getting up there, man. And luckily, you're more up there than me, so that's good. I'm not the oldest one in the room right now.
You are not. I'm getting used to that.
Although the curve, and I speak of the intellectual curve, we have Dennis here. Dennis, say hello to everybody. Can they hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us.
Wow,
so
look
far.
at you, buddy.
I didn't get to set up the shot, so it's
Yeah, he didn't
kind
get to
of
set
okay.
up a shirt either. Look at him. Look at that ragabag. That's okay. That's okay. We still love our Dennis.
He looks like every tech guy out there.
No, that he does. That's true though. By the
does,
way, if
yeah,
you see the
absolutely.
movies today, he's like literally the guy. You know, all he needs now is like an Indian accent.
Yeah.
Is that okay to say that? Anyways, sir, young man, because if we throw him in there, dude, it lowers our average age down to an acceptable 30.
Right, we're
You know,
almost
Average age of the room is like 30, right?
Yeah,
With Dennis, because
yeah.
Dennis is like 4. Dennis is like 4, right, Dennis? What do you think, buddy? He's going straight from 4 to 12. He's been doing that all day long. You can't see that. They can't see that disappointment on your face, dude. They can't. For those of the, there's more people that listen to us on Spotify, strangely, or not just Spotify, but like
All the podcast
afterwards.
platforms.
Yeah, afterwards. That there's like 4 people in live, and then there's a few more than that not live.
Thank God.
And it's interesting. I've been hearing from a lot of fans. I'm doing filler stuff here, dude. This is what I'm doing. See, they tell me I got to do some filler. I got to wait for people to come in, because the only one that's sitting there waiting for us is I got Pit Boss John. I know who they are too. I got Anal Toy, aka Alan Toy. But by the way, I hope he did really well. He just went to a coin show. Mm-hmm. And we're both coin nerds,
yeah.
Big coiner. I even keep his little copper. Look at that, buddy.
Well, Dave is just a nerd in general.
Yeah. He's a nerd in general. Look, he's always talking some smack.
Isn't it nice, though? Nerds got popular.
Dude, nerds are big, dude. Nerds
Everything
are sexy.
I liked became popular all of a sudden.
No, 100%, dude. All you need to do is play D&D and you get laid nowadays.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You're in.
When I played D&D, it was all the nerds.
Oh, well, I was there, so that was me.
We had one girl that was weirder than we were.
Oh, that's disappointing, sir. Yeah. Anyways, I would have gone there somewhere with Alex if Alex was sitting there, but let's just move on. Okay, so what's the filler? The filler, yeah, and Derek's out there. Derek, is he out there? Is it the regulars out there? Is it some regulars? No? Because we've had a lot of fans sort of checking in with us this week. It's been fantastic. So we have booked more reservations inside of 2 weeks than history. So the number of forward reservations so far, our business is up about 60%
For Casino Quest.
for Casino Quest.
Wow, fantastic.
I can't tell you how, because a lot of Patreons. We had a guy here today, the Bald Man. Mm-hmm. He got ricksawed on the challenge though. He came here for the challenge. He left in an ambulance, dude. It wasn't happy. It wasn't a happy moment.
Now, what's the challenge?
30-roll challenge. You got to get through 30 rolls, dude. He had $1 case bets. Oh, I don't want to give it away. Let's just say.
Well, really quickly,
Go.
I can interject then. Derek gave us $5 super chat.
He's just loaded, Derek. He's just loaded. I don't
We
know.
like
understand.
Derek.
He's the first one out the gate with the super chats, dude. How do you have this much money?
Well,
Don't
let me
gamble?
read his super chat.
All right, go.
The bet is out. Who's gonna get ID'd more at the Grand, Dennis or Jet?
Unfortunately, Dennis, unless Jet cuts his hair. If Jet cuts his hair, he looks like he's 8. I mean, he looks really young. I wouldn't say 8. I would say a solid 14.
It's always the girls that get ID'd first. So.
No, 100%. Yeah, because the girls get ID'd first because
do.
you want to know their home address. Dude.
Apparently,
That's the thing,
yeah.
You're like, hey,
Where are
How do
they
I
from?
dude, silly. Okay. What else do we have? We have a few things. First, I want to. We got to promote. We got to pay some bills. We got to do our own. We're our own sponsor.
Oh, there we go.
We do have a Spotify insert sponsor, and to be honest with you, I haven't really looked for a sponsor because as many as there might be a spot, I have to because I talk a little bit of smack.
Smack, yeah.
I want to be honest, and my fear is if you have a casino sponsor come, how can I be? I mean, legitimately, they would just cancel me.
Then you risk it,
Then you just risk it.
You do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Let's just say the Hard Rock's not going to be sponsoring me anytime soon. God.
Yeah, I'm trying to stay out of trouble.
No, you stay out of trouble, sir. You stay safe. Okay. Well, here's the thing. We got some promos. So the first promos really is, if you want to make a reservation, you got to make a reservation. So we're going to get to Dennis's birthday in a second because that's big. Dennis and Jet's birthday. Dude, people have contributed ridiculous sums of money for their birthday, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me and Alex might just go on like a Hawaiian vacation instead. We might just call it off at the last minute and just go to Hawaii and chill. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
never know. These things happen.
I'm in with that.
You know,
Yeah.
hey, well, I think we have just enough money for a
3
third trip.
Yeah, there
Although
we
gas
go.
prices are going up. Look at that.
Oh, it might
gas
get
prices
expensive.
are going up. It could get. We better book it soon. We got about a month. But we do have some great news for everybody. We have some fantastic. So hang in there. The first thing is, we want to offer some stuff today. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We are going to do 3 giveaways.
3?
3. We're gonna give 3. So, David, Alex calls me the fashionista. So I put together these money bags. Yeah, I did. They're cheap. They're like $2, $2.50, and the other ones are a little more. But you know, it's a canvas sack with the and it's got a bunch of fake money in it. You know, one's $1 billion, and there's a zillion.
Hey.
And there's a trillion. So you could be a zillion, billion, trillion, I don't know, whatever the hell you want to be. And then the other one is a bigger money bag with more of them. And so I just thought it would be fun, dude. I thought these would be fun. Oh, this one doesn't even look that
Hey,
good.
if you
but-
had your own blackjack table, those would be nice on the corner for your buy-ins. Keep all your funny money to.
Oh yeah,
you know.
yeah, no, 100%. And you can play these, you know what I mean? I mean, so we have parents come in with their kids, and they teach them the math. It's funny because people ask us, like, how old do you have to be? Well, because it's education. It's just
Yeah,
games.
sure.
You want to see applied mathematics?
Here's
we
it.
had a 5th grade math instructor bring down bring out a school trip. Mm-hmm. And we're like, absolutely, why not? Because kids want to see how math plays a role.
Sure.
I mean,
And
dealing.
the truth is, on roulette, all the math is 5th grade math. We're not doing rocket science. It's 5th grade math,
that's-
and
now
it's just
I'm-
applied.
I just told somebody it was harder than. Oh man, now I'm so depressed. They
It
have
is.
that show, 5th grade. Can you beat
Smarter
a
than a
5th
fifth
grade?
grader.
Yeah,
Yeah.
smarter than a fifth. And apparently the answer is no. For most of us. That's what you know.
It's
What I mean?
those fresh brains.
No, those are God, 5th graders, dude.
Oh.
They know capitals, man. They know the
They
big
know
stuff.
capitals.
They know the big
Yeah,
stuff.
they've been
We
educated.
don't know capitals anymore. We don't even
No.
know. Who knows? Everyone capital of Nevada, right? You know,
Yeah,
it's
Carson
not.
City.
It's Carson City, but a lot of people just say
Say
Vegas.
Las Vegas,
Yeah,
yeah.
because Carson City can fit into like Vegas's back
It's
pocket.
tiny. It really is.
It's not a lot of people. The only people that work there are people in government,
Right.
and
Yep.
no one else wants to live there
And
just
most
because
of the
that.
town is just government buildings.
No, it is. It's literally just people commuting to government buildings.
Although I gotta say, the silver on the dome they have there is.
Oh, they have
pretty
silver?
Yeah, for
Oh,
the
'cause it's the Silver
Silver
State. That makes
yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it's
You know,
great.
on Beacon Hill they have the Capitol building in Boston. It's gold, of course.
Uh-huh.
Gold, a little ostentatious.
Sure.
But anyways,
Oh,
So
since
what's
you're going,
in the Capitol building?
since
do
you're
you know?
going, guys, on a tangent, we got another $5 super
board
chat.
security-
Christopher
wow.
Bird Trucking
oh
said, "Stay 100% organic."
yeah, we're always gonna be organic. Yeah, that's my problem. That's why in this business is a lot of ego in this business, and it's one of those things where the truth doesn't always set you free. Sadly.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, the truth will get you in trouble.
Yeah, the truth will totally screw you over. And I gave up on that a long time. Like I don't like to play that game, which is one of the reasons why I've always been a lot of low-level jobs. I've broken into like 10 casinos. You know what I'm saying?
funny,
Like
yeah.
quite literally.
Uh-huh.
I've worked every low-end casino, but it made me a good I
bet
think
it did.
instructor because
Yeah.
I know what casinos look for. But anyways, all right, so. We're going to do the small money bag first.
Okay.
Then we're going to do the big money bag. By the way, this big money bag lost some money on the way. I don't know what the hell happened to it, but there should be some. But we'll make sure you have all 3 bills. I think it's fun. If you bring your kids by and you're like, listen, fill this up for mom and dad. Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, you got about, if you're 12, you got about 6 years before you leave. You know what I mean? You want to pay us back, you know. You weren't cheap, dude. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine that? In order for your kid to exit, they got to pay you back?
Or, yeah, hand me a wad of bills.
Although for some parents, they're paying their kids to get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? It's one or the other kind of thing. Well, anyways. And then finally, at the very end, if you manage to stay to the end, we're going to give away this hat. This hat. Let me put it, wait, where? Okay.
Where's the camera?
This hat. This is our beautiful white Casino Quest hat. It's good right up until you dirty it. Okay, and then you got to figure out how the hell to wash it. By the way, I don't know if it's a TikTok thing, but you put it in the dishwasher, dude.
I've seen that.
And you put a thing into it, and it'll clean your hat up. It's genius, absolute genius. I did that with my sneakers. It worked out nice, just so you know. So it's a beautiful hat. It's our Luxe, and it's got the black underneath. It really does look fantastic. Right up, it's like white shoes, right up until you get the scuff mark on it, and then it never sees the light of day, kind of thing. Anyways, there it is. All right, so we're gonna do 3 giveaways at 3 different points. Dennis is gonna have to remind me.
Oh.
Wow, we almost lost Dennis. We're like,
No,
next?
no. I made the noise because someone gave a $50 super chat.
Wow, who's that?
Toothpick Ted
Oh, we love
said
Toothpick.
for Dennis's craps B-Day fun
Oh God,
and a box full of toothpicks.
Jesus. Hey, let's not forget listen, Dennis has like 3,000. Jet gets like $80. I mean,
It's our fun,
I think
okay?
Dennis wants to share though. They're good friends. By the way, they're friends from high school. Do you have many
Really?
friends from high school?
A couple, but not very many.
No, I have 0, dude.
They
Everyone
fall
gave
away
up on
pretty
me long
quick.
ago. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. They were like, dude, what happened? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? All right, well, let's move on. So I gotta get the promos out. Ready? This is slide number 1, although I could just say him. Look at that. Wow, he's so good, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you don't want to give away my tabs over there. Oh, those are your tabs. Those
These
aren't
are my tabs.
Oh my God. All right, so here's the thing. CasinoQuest.biz, you RSVP to the party. That's going to be the thing. So if you plan on coming, you got to RSVP. If you RSVP, you get some free merch. We're giving everybody a lanyard. Now, the person that RSVP gets the lanyard, we have 150 lanyards, and it looks like we have probably over 200 people coming.
Wow, sounds
So
like
far.
you're going to be printing some more.
We might have to order some more damn lanyard, but we have 150 coming now. And it's CasinoQuest.biz/RSVP, and then put in there the rooms and what part of the events you're going to be coming. So we have, maybe you're only out for one day and you want to play Keno. You don't want to like hang out with them. We understand. Keno's a big draw, so we'll do that. But yeah, so we do have a sponsor, and we can go ahead and I'm going to announce it now. I got the contract. We got to sign the contract, send it back, but everything looks fantastic, and it's going to be the Downtown Grand. Mm-hmm. And interestingly, Downtown Grand originally was I love the Downtown Grand. It used to be Lady Luck, as you know, back in the day. Mm-hmm. It was known for cheap hot dogs, dollar. They had really what I consider the first food court in Vegas.
Really?
Well, only because in the 90s, there was one place downtown that had, it was like squeezed in between, you went in and there was a few different places serving food.
Right.
But food courts have really evolved.
They really have.
Now it's like McDonald's, Taco Bell, all the biggies, dude. All the
big
good ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Taco Bell. Yeah,
Taco Bell.
yeah, Taco. He's not a big Taco
You're a
Bell fan, dude.
junkie.
He doesn't understand. Anyways, but Lady Luck had a legitimate food court inside of a casino, where most of them I don't remember any place downtown that had it back in the early 90s, no?
But a Vegas style with inexpensive food. And,
Yeah, like Vegas style,
Yeah,
inexpensive
yeah.
food, and of course now the Downtown Grand. It's a beautiful property. It's got some great rooms, and it's off the beaten path. It's not part of the Fremont Street experience. It's its own thing, and we want to help. We want to be. I wouldn't say help them. I don't want to think that they need help, but we want to drive business. We want to
Sure.
make the downtown.
Yeah.
We feel like the Downtown Grand is a great potential destination for us. It's got
Well, it's
potentially a big
perfect
pit.
for our 21st birthday. It's not going to cost you a fortune.
Yep.
You're going to be able to drink and enjoy yourself and not play on $100 tables. It'll be great.
100%, dude. And the rooms are nice, and it's been remodeled. I mean, it's a beautiful place. So we're very excited. That was we had 2 other sort of places that were in the mix. One of them, a bit short-sighted, by the way. They just said they ghosted. Well, there's another property that completely ghosted us. Not Ellis. Ellis was fantastic. They reached out to us. I think we'll do something in the future. Mm-hmm. They just don't have a lot of rooms.
Right.
They have. It's a really great. It's a wonderful casino. We feel. It's kind of like an average Joe casino.
A real
cheaper beer.
locals place. Yeah.
A real locals place. And the yard is fantastic food, but the hotels are not what we were looking for. Let's just say that. Mm-hmm. The other property that we wanted to work with, well, 2 others close to us, one of them ghosted us, And the other one didn't ghost us, but basically said, listen, we need more time. We would need more time because there's a bunch of different owners and people,
To talk to.
So we understand that. That's
Yeah.
fine. But the one property we were really hoping to connect with just ghosted us. Dude. Like literally, like, and we've supplied most of their deal, but they ghosted. What are you gonna do? All right,
Yeah,
moving
it
on.
happens.
It happens. You get ghosted in this town.
Oh yeah.
Because they don't want to say no.
Right.
They know they can't. They're not going to say yes, but they don't want to say no. So
Exactly.
they'd rather just do the next best thing, I guess.
Well, I have a couple of super chats.
Go. Really?
Derek gave us another $5.
Wow.
Said for David's casino fund, all because I feel bad for the old man who's much older than the trees in Vegas.
You little bastard. Swear to God. And so do we have to like validate the entire $5? The old man. See, this is what I get, dude.
Terrible,
I'm growing back
terrible.
more of my hair, and I'm still.
I
older.
like they're talking about you and not me. Yeah.
No, that's all right. It'll change. All right, what else? Who else? You got something else?
The other one is Kimo Sabwe,
Oh,
$19.99. Said, finally got to catch a live stream again. Much love and blessed to y'all. This money is for Jet.
oh, fantastic! I think we met, right? We met recently.
Kimo Sabwe.
Kimo Sabwe was out here not too long ago, no? I think so. But anyways, yeah, good thing for Jet. Jet's up to like $85 now. No, $90, $100. Poor Jet. He was mentioned sort of later in the mix. He slaves over these videos, dude. Slave. He works for Dennis, dude. Dennis is not easy. Is not an easy boss. He cracks the whip like
Are
you
you
have no
telling
idea.
me Dennis is somebody's boss?
Listen here. Can I say what your name is? Are we further enough into the video to tell him what your original name was?
Let me check, actually. Yeah, I think we're good.
Bitch mouth. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, because Dennis has no filter, and as a young person, because Dennis is a bit smaller, he weighs about 90 pounds soaking wet. No, he's up to 110 now, and when Dennis confronts you, and you're like 6'5", and you got muscles out to here, and he completely emasculates you inside of like 8 seconds.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
I'm not
'Cause he's
going to
got-
argue with Dennis. No.
He's fantastic. We love Dennis. One of the reasons that he ended up as sort of my assistant or the lead admin, he has no fear. He will go into the middle of a conference and just be like, listen, we got to lock this down. We got to make this work. You know what I mean? He's like, he's fantastic that way. Because a lot of people his age are a bit nervous.
Oh, yeah.
They don't
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
lot of presence. He's all presence.
Wow,
Sometimes
that's all you
too
need.
much presence. What do you think, buddy?
I mean, it's not that I'm never scared. Let's not get that out of in people's brains, okay?
Oh my God! All right. Well, anyways, all right. So on to the big festivities. Okay. So here we got. Oh, I gotta mention Patreon. So I do this. We have Patreon. We have 5 extra videos. We do with me. I do a story. So we have a story. We have challenges, and we're completely unfiltered. Believe it or not, this is me filtered.
Oh, we're in trouble.
So we don't go cancel culture filter, but we go unfiltered. But it's so we play out the strategies. I work with you guys on Patreon. Stuff. We have 5 extra videos. Plus, we're gonna have so right now we'll have 2 casinos in the mix for rooms, and now and we're working on 3. So if you're coming to Vegas, the big thing we're trying to eliminate or reduce is the resort fee. So you can book the room, pay less, and that's our deal with the downtown.
Oh, that's
downtown
great.
Grand. Yeah.
The resort fee can be as much as the room
Dude,
in
it's
some
absolutely
casinos, and
absurd,
even
man.
more.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's like, here's a $30 discounted room,
Yeah.
but $49 resort fee.
resort
Good
fee.
luck.
Yeah.
And then another $30 to park now.
And it's every day.
Yeah, the room, free room, but don't touch that bottle of water, dude. We're going to get you for that.
Yeah. It's
All right.
$100 a bottle.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you can't even lift it up. A little thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a weight sensor
Once you
thing.
touch it, you own it.
Yeah, you can't just lean in and take a little sip from a few
No,
bottles. I was
no.
thinking of that one. I could just lean in, grab
Bring
a
your
quick
straw.
sip. Yeah, no, it'll bet you. Okay, so we're doing that on Patreon, and we're gonna be doing lots more love. So what they're working on right now is you'll be able to see early release of all the video, not all the videos, but select videos. And we're gonna move some more teaching over there too. I'm trying to do the worksheets. I put out one the other day. I got another one that's due. But okay, all right. So real quickly, we have Shop Casino Quest, of course. We're working on that. We have Nick. We have our new store manager, Nick. So he has been promoted. He's doing a fantastic job here. So he is working on, we're working on getting everything up there so that you guys can check it out. And of course, we have crapsy.com. So crapsy.com. It's coming on iOS here in a few days, and it's fantastic. So it's completely evolved from the beginning.
And so that's your own game. You guys created that?
No, God, I wish I could take. No, it's a friend of ours, Chuck, out there.
Okay.
He owns a development company.
Sure.
And he came to us a couple of years ago, actually. This has been in the works. And he worked with us he wanted to create the most sort of realistic, intuitive types of craps. We have a lot of craps, but not just for craps, by the way, for lots of games.
Yeah, moving on from there.
And being that we're a school, and being that we have a very specific sort of, standard, believe it or not. Because there's a lot of wonderful apps out there. I'm not going to knock them. There's a few that some of our students have used for different things, but they're not as intuitive. They don't play like craps should play.
Right.
And so that's what we've been working on. So we've worked together. And so sadly, I'm the stick calls. So if you're already tired of my voice, you need to but you can do no stick calls. And there's a short version, so you don't get to hear too much of me. But yeah, so
I gotta say the stick calls in craps are the most fun. I really like that.
He wants me to do more of the long calls, the fun calls. And we're working on that. There's a few in there, but they're G-rated, dude. They're PG and G-rated. Family fun. I'm all about the family fun, dude. I'm all about the family fun. All right. So next up,
I bet anybody that doesn't know you believes that.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Oh well, next up is 3 more super chats.
Wow.
We have Paul Peterson, $20, says, I want to
Paul.
show Daniel some love. Daniel has a killer tie game.
He
Daniel
does, dude.
Very
We love that
nice.
tie.
Thank you.
Wow. Did your wife pick that tie out?
Of course. Do you think I can put myself
Yeah,
together?
no. That's why we love wives, dude. They're great at the ties. They're
Nothing
great.
better
They're like
than a good
professional
wife.
tie picker.
And then he said, let Daniel choose who this goes to, Jet or Dennis.
Ooh.
Well, Dennis is in front of me. I gotta vote for Dennis. He controls everything.
Yeah, when you have bitch mouth in front of you, dude, there's only one choice.
Keeping my head down.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Christopher Bertrucking, another $5, says, for the Jet/Dennis Taco Bell fun.
Oh, 100%. And by
Very
the way, we
nice.
have to enforce some rules here, buddy. That's only to be used at Taco
At
Bell.
Taco Bell.
Or refunded. And can we add Doritos as the destination? Doritos Taco Bell, dude.
Oh yeah.
That is flipping genius, dude. That's
I've
betting
never
the
even
field.
had one.
Oh my god.
I gotta go try that.
You gotta just try.
Talk
it,
about
man.
it every week.
Do you like Doritos?
I do. Yeah, I love.
I mean,
Doritos.
have you had a taco before?
I have.
Can you
yeah.
imagine the shell being made like with the Dorito?
That does sound pretty good.
It's genius, dude.
It
The
sounds
guy-
evil, is what it sounds.
The guy that invented that just retired off of it. Like literally was that's it. You dropped the mic and walked out the door.
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
He was done. Taco Bell gave him a big fat bonus. They've been making so much money off those. All right.
I'm going to butcher this name, but Kellowip, $5 for Lucky Lawrence. Truly fun.
Wow. Lucky Lauren now has $5.
Wow.
Wow. Thank you so much for her. What fun beating?
For Truly Fun.
All right, well, I must be missing that one. I'm out of the circle. I'm
Hey,
out of the
it
loop.
works for me.
She's always claiming she's out of the loop. I'm out of the loop. We love Lauren. Thank you. By the way, we can't thank you guys all enough, and we really do want to, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts all the time. All you guys that are coming out, and it's just great.
Yeah.
Every now and then there's a troll that's thrown in that talks some shit, but
It keeps it interesting.
that's true.
Yeah, got to have our trolls.
But we have stayed alive, and now we are moving forward in a very positive way. And we are actually working on getting a benefit package for all of our employees.
Wow, that's fantastic.
That's
hard to do.
That is hard to do.
It's really hard to do.
That's the next biggest milestone we have going.
I owned a business, and we really wanted to give benefits to all our employees. We were willing to pay a big percentage, all of that. It cost so much back in the day that you couldn't do it. Now you can you can acquire insurance for a small group at a reasonable rate, which you could not do for years.
Well, I have to throw in my Keno jackpots, dude. You know what I'm saying?
There's $10.
You know what I mean? Here's an extra. That to make it kind of, get there, get where we need to go. All right. Everybody's gonna wonder what the hell is this show about. Where we're getting to. This show is about buy-ins.
Buying
bankroll.
in. Yep.
That's the other one of the biggest questions we ask is what should I buy in for? What's the bankroll? We're gonna get to that.
Hey, your bankroll and how you manage your money is the trick to most of these games. Everything else pales in comparison to watching what you bet and controlling your money. Crucial.
Yeah, we're going to help you not come in with short money, dude. That's why
worst thing you can do. We see it all the time.
Vegas is winning a ton of money right now because everyone's on short money, high limits. The limits are so high. But let's finish the B-Day thing. So the B-Day thing, I'm going to give you a quick rundown. If you have RSVP'd, we're going to have an update going out as soon as we sign this contract and we have all the specific dates and activities done. So think Wednesday. Wednesday we will have, or earlier, as soon as possible, we're going to announce the sort of discount code so you guys can reserve your rooms. So we have at least 100 rooms available to us. And this is April.
100 rooms.
100 rooms. We have March 31st through March 31st, which is a Thursday, till April 3rd. But they have said that if we go over, they have plenty of rooms for us. And then that discount is only going to apply until March 7th. So you got to get all your rooms booked before March 17th, okay? But right now, here's what we have. The Friday, you can come as early as Thursday. We're here. We're going to have stuff.
Are you telling me that this is going to be a week of debauchery?
I don't know about debauchery.
It sounds like it.
There's
21st birthdays? Oh, my God.
It is. It's so fantastic. My 21st birthday was spent bent over a table. I literally was hired as a dealer pretty close to...
On your 21st birthday, really?
I was working at the Golden Gate, I think about 6 or 7 days after.
Wow.
So pretty close to that. But prior to that, I worked at a Porta Subs and a Burger King. I worked graveyard and swing shift. And I was sweeping floors and making sandwiches. Every time I pull into a Subway, not so much Porta Sub. We've tried going to Porta Subs, but the one out here burns my eyes quite literally. We've had an event there, right, Matt? What the hell is your name? Dennis.
Dennis.
Right,
I think,
Dennis?
Yeah.
I
Can't even remember my name.
That's what happens there. But so we go to the Subway, and they have a lot of young people. I was that.
Oh yeah.
I was that. I started out as that.
I was a busboy.
And a few times we've gone there, and the young person was a bit out of sorts, and we're like, dude, you keep it up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right.
Everybody starts somewhere. Everybody.
Got to start somewhere.
Yep.
I mean, we pay a lot for those sandwiches, dude. I feel so. I always that's where I tip the most. The Subway, quite literally. He'll tell you. We like to take care. We like them to know there's
a future.
There's a future.
Yeah.
All right. So with all that said. What was I talking about? Where was I?
I lost it.
Well, while you're lost, and you can figure it out where you were.
Okay.
I have 3 more super chats.
Oh my God.
Ron said, wanted
won.
to thank Alex. My family and I had a great time Friday morning at CQ.
Alex, thanks you. Thank you very much. Alex was great. I think I know who that is, by the way. Fantastic. Alex does a great job, dude. Most of the time. No, he's a lot of fun.
Skill and Luck says, can David explain in detail the lay 2 bet in crapless craps and what's Daniel's opinion on it?
We're not gonna do lays today. We're gonna get to the buy-ins on craps, but we are coming out with a don't video because we've had a lot of people requesting a don'ts class, and so we will address all that. Skill and Luck has got his knowledge is off the charts. He put me to the test during COVID too. He would belly up with some interesting bets, let's just say.
Yeah.
He's got unique take on the game, which is fantastic, by the way, because there's a lot of levels to craps. A lot of levels to crap, and he's back there with the Excel spreadsheet, just breaking it down.
Wow.
So that's good. No, we like it. All right, so
One more super chat.
wow.
Mark, $5 says, when are you guys coming out with the roulette app like Crapsy? Enjoying the group content.
Yeah, so the roulette app from Crapsy,
Yep.
I think. So we think that. Well, right now we're making sure that Crapsy is solid, like ridiculously solid. Chuck is constantly coming out with upgrades and fixes for it. So, and it's in a state now where I think it's so much fun. The next big evolution of Crapsy is so you can see other people's bets without necessarily having to go to the tab. You can see how people are moving money around the game, which I think is really big.
Oh, that would be fantastic. Then
Adding
it's really
context.
like a true craps game.
No, 100%, and that's been the failing of a lot of other games. A lot of other craps apps are very personal or individual. You can play Crapsy with all your friends. It's like Zoom and Craps merged.
Fantastic.
And if you don't want to pay for that premium Zoom account, you can just buy Crapsy and play for 40 minutes. You know what I'm saying? You know how they have the limit? Craps, you got no limit, dude.
No
you
limit.
guys, you can roll them in.
Very nice.
They got a box. You can see them and talk to them. You can have your meetings on a crap table.
And you know, all these table games are about having other people play with you. It's no fun to sit in front of a computer and play by yourself. This, you got other people you're betting against. It's great. Yeah.
And sir, if you're on our channel now, basically what you're saying is nobody likes to play with themselves. Is that what you're saying?
Well, I think there might.
Is that what
I think I'll stay away from that.
We all like to play with others. Yeah. Okay.
Last super chat.
Wow.
$7 Canadian from Merv says thank you.
$7 Canadian. That's big.
Thanks for practicing sessions on. Thanks for the practice sessions in January. Would like to practice craps in a few other weeks.
Fantastic. Well, I'm here. We're here. We're all here. We have some really great dealers that are I mean, we have great staff, dude. We have busy tables right now.
Oh yeah, I can hear them out there rolling the dice.
We were late today because we had 5 challenges filmed today. We had 5 challenges, and then because people call and they're like, "Where the hell's my challenge?" I'm, dude, listen to this. This week we did 12. We did at least 12 challenges. We can only put up 4 a week. You see? That puts us back a little bit.
A few months worth of
we
challenges.
We need a challenge, or we need some kind of TV, 24-hour cable network show.
At 4 o'clock in the morning.
You could just watch challenges 24/7. Oh my God, that would put you to sleep.
Yeah,
that'd be the sleepy channel right there. But all right, let me get through this real quick, okay, Dennis? Let me get through it because I got to get to the content. We're nothing but tangent here. I love everybody, but holy crap. Okay. You ready? Because everybody, this is for inquiring minds, dude. They're inquiring. God, he's got so much hair. All you can see is the hair over the damn
That's
monitor.
it.
It's so weird. I'm like, geez, he's under there somewhere. He's under all that hair.
We can tell it's moving back and forth.
I love how you use the word it. Fantastic. Thank you, sir.
I was talking about the hair.
Look. Now he's pulling his hair down. He's like, oh my God, is it that big? Anyways. Okay, so Downtown Grand. So we're going to start out Friday at Casino Quest, 5 to 8. Me and Alex are going to have kind of a party. Mm-hmm. If you happen to be a Patreon, we're going to have a special event that's going to be sort of Patreon only. And it's going to be a kissy fest, dude. You're going to come in, give me a big hug. And we're going to thank all of our Patreons who spared us the embarrassment of going out of business, basically. You know what I mean?
Very nice of them.
So we're working on that. We're trying to figure out what we're going to do with that, but expect that. Then on Downtown Grand, so the big event is really Saturday, April 2nd. So the first is going to be here, and then Saturday, April 2nd, we're going to be all at the downtown. We're going to play. And then we are going to have a dinner from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. Now, originally, we were just planning on it being a quaint group of 20. But so many of you have RSVP'd, it's going to be a quaint group of 80, apparently. And so we've reserved, we can't fit in any of the restaurants anymore. So we have a hall that's going to be, kind of decked out. And
Your own banquet hall, huh?
Our own banquet hall.
Wow, you're moving up in the world.
So the RSVPs got to about 100 quickly in like the first 2 days, and now they're. But we have max capacity. We're ready.
Sure.
We're bricked up and ready to go, right, Dennis? So as many of you want to RSVP, if you plan on being in Vegas, you want to hang out with Casino Quest and the nonsense that is David and Alex and the joy. Oh, that's the joy that is Dennis. Mm-hmm. Dude, what did you do on your 21st birthday? What was the party? What was the thing?
I went to the Pepper Mill and went. That was up in Reno.
Oh.
And drank Scorpions in their fireside lounge.
Wow.
They had just fantastic fireside lounge.
Okay, so that's actually that's a great memory.
Oh,
dude.
it was wonderful.
I did nothing.
I still have the glass, big giant scorpion glass.
I changed diapers, dude.
Oh.
I worked late and I changed diapers. For many of us that didn't really get much of a 21st, but a lot of us, 21st is a big birthday. So you go out and do something.
It is, but a lot of people are working, and when you're 21 years old, you've got the kind of job where they don't give you off just because it's your birthday. They don't really,
No, Burger King was like, huh?
You want
We
what?
got floors. So this is, I have so much joy in that we can do this for for Dennis and Jet, and they have sacrificed a lot for this business. You have no idea.
It's amazing how much work goes into all of this.
No,
And
yeah.
really, and you guys supporting us and showing up for our videos and all of these comments and money that comes in. The money is nice. It's wonderful. We really appreciate you. But above that, your support kind of pointing us in the right direction, helping us know what you like. We like that. Thanks so much.
No, we have tailor-made this business to our fans as
Yeah.
much as possible, dude.
Uh-huh.
As much as possible. We're not sleeping in the same bed yet.
No.
You know what I mean? That could be.
Thank God.
I know. Yeah, your wife gave a little eyebrow raise over there. She's like, "What?
No.
What's going on
Stay
over
out
here?
of our bed."
I'm in the wrong channel." Yeah, the Disney store closed down, so there's no more Disney over here. Anyways, all right. So there's Saturday, April 2nd. So 6 to 8 p.m. we're having the dinner.
Okay.
It's going to be sort of a price fixing. So by Wednesday, as soon as possible, we'll get the codes for reservations. So that'll be before then. Once I send the contract back, I think we're good to go. And it's going to be basically, you're going to call the Downtown Grand. You're going to ask for the Casino Quest event, Casino Quest room. And you can reserve it on your own. You got to pay for it on your own. It's your room. And the rates are Thursday, $45. And then Friday, Saturday, it's $99 for those days. Okay, $100 each. And these are nice rooms. They're renovated
And is
rooms.
that without a resort fee?
No, so the resort fee on each night is only $10.
Wow,
So you're basically getting the Wi-Fi.
So on a weekend for $110, you can stay in the heart of Vegas.
The heart of Vegas.
Oh wow!
See?
So much fun.
So that's what we got, and
Uh-huh.
this is a once on. I mean, eventually we want to evolve this relationship. We really want to become a partner with Downtown Ground. We haven't done this yet. This is the first time. They want to see how many people show up. We had this event at the Strat not too long. We had an event at the Strat, and 150 people showed up. We just filled up the whole pit. We had 5 tables reserved, and then we just took over everything.
Wow.
So we would love for everyone to come out. We have.
You had tables reserved for you in the
Oh,
casino?
100%. Now, this is what goes on.
I have
So-
almost never seen that. Never.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah,
Very
100%.
rare.
You know why? Because we insist on $5 tables. When we say we're the only $5 game, so a lot of people come in here and they're like, "What's juice?" Juice isn't like a reserved $100 table.
No.
Juice is a reserved $5 table.
That's juice.
You know what I'm saying?
That is amazing.
We got to tell you about the day at the Mirage. Who some of us don't know anything about the Mirage. I'm just saying. But we walked in the Mirage, or Alex walked into the Mirage, and was able to get a $5 table on a weekend, a holiday weekend.
Wow.
$25 was the lowest table. Alex got a $5 table on demand.
Really?
I won't say who we know, how it worked out, but let's just say we know a lot of people in a lot of places that they understand. There's no opportunity in $25 tables. So we're not going to play a $25 table. We'll play a $5 table and build.
Right.
And that's what we're going to talk.
You want a little room to double and triple and not be in a fortune,
100%. All right. So, oh God, I still got news, dude. I'm going through the slides as quickly as I can.
You are very slow.
Wow, we love you, dude. You're gonna be good. So we got a little news. So Vegas has come up on. There's this guy that's a former NBA player. His name is Jackie Robinson, not the baseball player.
Right.
And he's been working on putting together this deal, and he's been wanting to build a resort and casino. And a lot of people had just forgotten about it. They thought that that's never going to happen. As much as he's got some money himself and some juice.
Yeah, but who's going to give an NBA player billions of
Well,
dollars?
they gave him billions of dollars.
They did.
Yep,
Very
$4.7
nice.
billion dollars.
He's got to be a
finally did it.
remarkable guy. He really does.
I gotta say, like, his vision for the property was fantastic. But when you come out with just a vision, especially nowadays,
No, it
it's
doesn't.
hard to sell.
Everybody's got a vision.
And especially now, coming out of COVID, but he raised the money. They're building a brand new property. I don't know when they're gonna dig in, but he actually has a commitment for $4.7 billion. It's just north of the Fontainebleau. What's gonna be the Fontainebleau between Sahara and Fontainebleau? There's a little spot there,
Uh-huh.
and he is gonna build a hotel and casino. And I don't have the renderings yet. I did have the renderings that he had, but I'm assuming it might be a little different. But here's the goal. The goal is that now that he has this, if you haven't heard, Oakland A's have been out kicking tires in Vegas
Wow.
with Caesars properties. So the word on the street is that we may be looking at an MLB franchise, which was, we have NHL.
Sure.
I think we have the WNBA, although, God, I always put my foot in my mouth. I don't follow the WNBA, so
I don't
I'm not
either,
really
to be
sure. But
honest,
anyway,
yeah.
so we got NHL. We got football.
Football.
I mean, Those are big.
The
Football is
Super
big.
Bowl's going to be in Vegas. How could that be better?
No, that's awesome.
Oh, it's going to be so much fun.
We're gonna have them all, dude. We're gonna have every professional sports team you name. We already have a minor league soccer
I've
team.
never
right?
understood why they stay away from Vegas. The root of their business is in Las Vegas. Everybody comes to Vegas to bet on these things. Why
100%.
wouldn't they?
You
Makes
like your
no
local
sense.
bookie? I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, we're gonna have between this guy being an ex-NBA, professional, and I can imagine he's gonna go after an NBA because a big part of what he wants to build is an arena. Mm-hmm. It is literally an arena to host this kinds of sports or athletic games.
Sure.
And so with that, and I really believe that it's only a matter of time before MLB. And no one thought, the test case was the NHL. When everybody saw how big a fan base we have here, because everybody went ballistic. When
Oh,
NHL,
they went crazy.
Dude, I've never seen
Hockey
so many
in
people.
Las Vegas,
Hockey.
that's ridiculous.
Golden
Nobody
Knights.
in Las Vegas knew anything about
Yep.
hockey
Yep.
5 years ago.
Yep.
Now everybody's an expert. Everybody.
Golden Knights is on like every car except mine.
Yeah.
I mean, even Alice can't show up he'd rather show up in a Golden Knights, stuff than Casino Quest stuff, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But everywhere you go,
Fans
that's
everywhere.
how big the fan base. Everybody and Raiders now too.
Yeah.
Everybody owns the fan base.
Oh, the Raiders will go crazy. Once they start having games here, it's going to be a lot of
Big.
fun. We are
Yeah.
they are having games here.
And
but,
we
yeah.
just dropped Nick off at the Metallica concert the other night, dude.
Really?
I mean, they had to get by all the scooters, though, man. I mean, at this point, that whole fan base is in wheelchairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Oh yeah.
I was like, Metallica
Those are some
is
old
still
long
touring?
hairs.
I saw them in Worcester Centrum in like the mid '80s, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I bet they still put on a great concert.
They got to be in their 60s, dude. They got to be
Oh,
nearing retirement
They're
age, right?
all in their 60s, yeah,
And
70s.
then right before that was Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago's in their 80s, dude. They were big in like the 60s. Chicago, maybe the
they
70s.
were, yeah.
No, 100%. Like, holy, I didn't even know
But
they were
they
still
still
alive.
bring big crowds.
Well, you do what you can. All right, here we go. So that's the news. I had to put that out there. I wasn't going to include the news, but I think this is such big news, especially because guess where we're at? We're literally across the street. If this goes live, I mean, our location will just be absolutely fantastic. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
we're
really nice.
The North Strip is getting lots of love.
It sure is.
There's one big area that Bill Bennett Bill Bennett doesn't own it anymore. He was the Sahara guy. Right across the street from the Sahara, it was going to be that, where they were going to have different events.
Sure.
So we're still looking for a plan for that one.
That's that property Suma Corporation owned. Howard Hughes had it, and
Yeah.
the mob supposedly burned that hotel down to keep him out of town.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, we'll have to talk
and
about that
nobody
one day.
built ever after
Everyone's
that.
scared. Yeah, I've always been amazed that lot sat empty all these years.
That's why. Yeah, that's
know?
it exactly.
Yeah, something's coming though.
I hope that'd be it's a perfect spot. It's a great spot.
I think it'd be great. I would put like an amusement park over there.
Anything.
You know what I
would
mean?
go
Bring
well
back
there.
Wet and Wild.
Yeah,
I
that
could
would
show
be-
up in my thong.
You can't afford to put something like Wet and Wild on the strip.
It used to be
you know.
right over here, dude.
Yeah.
They got rid of it. They
didn't
moved it
last
to
very
some other
long.
part of town.
Cheaper property.
Yeah, cheaper property, man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyways, all right. Let's get to the big stuff. Ready?
Really quickly.
Uh-oh.
For Axis, $10 super chat says, "Let's get the likes to match the watching."
Yeah, because if you get the likes up, we're gonna start as soon as the likes go up. We're not asking for likes though, just so you know. We don't want any.
We don't pander.
No, we don't
No.
pander. We're still gonna get, but at some. Oh, let's just give away the first money bag. How about that? Do we have enough people to give away a money bag, dude?
We can, but we should get to the show now at some point.
Oh
maybe.
yeah, no, the show at some point. Look at this guy.
He wants us
that's
to
why we
move
call him the big
forward?
smell. Anyways, yeah, yeah. So here it is. Ready? Here we go. Bankroll buy-ins. We're going over the buy-ins. And Dan is an expert on buy-ins, dude.
Yeah. Well, I like to think so. I've watched
Okay.
enough.
So here's my. We broke this down into a few basic slides. The first one is, you gotta figure out what the hell you want to do, right?
Yeah. Exactly.
What you're going to the casino to accomplish, and for different people, it's different things. We have different goals.
Yeah.
Okay?
Absolutely.
So the first goal is time. If you're going just to burn time, and if it depends on how much time you got to burn.
Sure. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it'll matter too, like what your casino. But time is a goal.
We get guys all the time that are going to go see the show in 20, 30 minutes. They want to sit down and just hit a game really fast and play.
That's right.
And 30 minutes, it really doesn't matter what you buy in. For 30 minutes, what you want to do is find the least expensive game you can find, sit down and buy in for whatever you're comfortable with, and when it's gone, just get up.
I always find that if you have a goal, if your goal is time, quite literally, stay away from the big bankroll. By that I mean because here's what happens: you got 5 minutes left. The wife is knocking. She's gotten out of the bathroom and now she wants to proceed.
Right.
And now let's say you've got $300-$400 in front of you. Guess what you do? You plop it on the field.
Play it all.
All of a sudden you're.
I don't know
on
how many
tilt.
times. It's like it's not money. They need to get rid of this pile of clay that they've got in front of them. And so they're just going to bet it all so they can leave.
I've done that on Keno. I've run out of time. I have like 5 minutes left. I got $50. I moved to the dollar. And now I'm playing $5 a hand. I started out playing 80 cents a hand. Now I'm playing $5 a hand. So that mentality is terrible.
You don't have to throw the money away. Never just throw it away.
Unless you want to throw it in this direction.
Yeah, well, of course.
Yeah.
Send it to us. Any extra
us.
money you have, we will gladly take care of it.
We'll pay for shipping. No worries.
All day long.
Those dollar bills are light. Those hundreds. Okay. So the other one is just for fun. I play most of the time, 90% of the time I play is just for fun. And so my bankroll tends to be low. I have no other consideration. I time and fun are two different things, or are the same thing for me. So I know I'm going to go out for about a couple hours, and I know I need to have X amount of money. So whatever I'm going into, I need to plan how I'm going to play.
Right.
And so that's it.
And slot machines are great for killing time, I got to say. If you got to sit down, you just want to play for 15 minutes and move on. Any kind of slot machine is just easy. It's easy, it's fast.
Unless you play an episodic slot machine like Lord of the Rings and you're trying to get those, because they have a thing where they move you along the storyline.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh crap, I ran out of money, but there's like half the storyline left.
Oh yeah, more money.
And now you're like, you know what? Let me just see how much of that rent money I really need this month.
You think that's accidental?
No, that's not accidental.
Not at all.
Dude. And the one we were playing here, you have you collect the rings, and then I forget what the other things. You accumulate all these different points to get to these new bonus screens, so you can ultimately fight the dragon, whatever it is that you're gonna do. And holy smoke, a lot of motivation if you're a Lord of the Rings fan.
Oh yeah.
I could see myself chasing that game. So yeah, all right. The next thing is quite literally opportunity. Is if you're trying to create opportunity, you should go with a bankroll that meets that.
Whatever game you're playing. If you're looking for opportunity, first of all, you want to find the best odds you can get. You're actually trying to win money. The goal here is to make a profit. So you gotta pay attention. There's if you're looking at blackjack, there's 3 to 2 games or 6 to 5 games. A difference. All of those are a difference. So, the more you play per hand, the higher the minimum is, generally the better the odds you're going to get. So I would suggest if you're trying to make money, sit down at least on a quarter table. If you're going to sit down on a quarter table, you can't sit down with $100. $100 is going to last 3 minutes on a quarter game. You cannot get through the bad hands. So you really need like 10 times the minimum. So you really, $250 is the bare minimum you should sit down on a quarter game with so that you have a little time. And really, I would say $500 would be a reasonable buy-in to give yourself time to get the feel of the game and sit through a shoe or two and win some money.
Yeah, I 100% agree. They did a story recently about Vegas. Vegas has been winning a ton of money.
Oh yeah, yep.
And interestingly, so of course all the negatives. It's amazing how media focuses so much on all the negativity.
The negatives and media that doesn't really understand what's going on.
So what they came out with a story hypothetically that the reason why Vegas is making so much money is that now everybody's come out to Vegas as an addicted gambler. All the people that were sitting at home through the pandemic, all the addicted gamblers finally came out of the closet, came to Vegas, and have just been losing their money. That's not true. So the truth is that people have been playing short money. So the table limits are so high, and people have the same bankrolls that they did. They play at the same thresholds, unless you have won the lottery or you've gotten a big promotion, whatever the case is. But most of us, if we're a $5 player, and we're used to buying it for $100 just because the table limits. We still have the same $100.
It's exactly right.
You follow?
I see it all night long.
So
all
if
night.
if you're on a $25 crap game now and you only have $100 to spend, you're playing short money. You have no shot. Because
No
Cena's
shot.
got you by the short hairs.
Just hand them the $100 bill
Yeah.
and go sit in the lounge and enjoy yourself, because you're not going to have fun. You're going to lose that money. You're going to be frustrated, and you're going to think, why would anybody ever do this? Right?
No, 100%. I've seen. That's why the Van Ben was a thing. Like the Van Ben system, strategy system. This guy Ben, who plays a Vancouver, thus the Van Ben.
Van Ben.
Okay.
Yeah.
He came and his logic was just so fantastic because I've heard this a lot. He's like, listen, I've done this a lot. I come in $300 5 times a night. I'm chasing a $500 table with $300 like 5 times a night. So ultimately, I'm in $1,500. If I had just started with the $1,500 system, I had a better chance to win money as opposed to just grinding out $300 buy-ins over time.
100% true.
So like you're stuck. So you don't have the right strategy to meet the bankroll. I wrote markers. So I opened a boat in Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
And that had to cruise. So
Sure.
once the boat
You're
left, you were
stuck.
stuck. Okay, you're under Coast Guard jurisdiction basically. It was such a weird thing being boarded by the Coast Guard.
Yeah, it is
Not
weird.
gaming, Coast Guard.
Coast Guard.
And the guy's in. I wrote his third marker for $10,000 on a $200 limit table.
Wow.
Yeah. No, I explained to the guy. I'm like, listen, I was because there's a point where I have to be. I know I work for somebody, but I just don't have that filter. Like where I actually had to work for Mercedes-Benz one time, and I would just tell people right off the bat what the car was worth. And my boss hated it. So a few times he would run up the stairs. How dare you give away the bottom dollar on the car? And I'm like, dude, that's all. That's what the car is.
And that's what they want to know.
And that's what they want to know.
And now what happens?
Yeah.
All these companies go online, and what do?
Yeah.
Exactly that.
I
No
had this-
haggling. Here's the price. Pay for it.
I had this lady say, honey, this isn't for you. You can't sell cars like this. She literally told me you need to get out of this business.
Yeah.
I still did well. People bought cars because
Yeah.
they knew.
The
But
whole
anyways,
industry changed, really.
No, and they really see.
You must have done
it.
it.
I did that. So I told this guy, I'm like, you realize you can't get out. Like you're stuck
Nope.
like we won't even let you play enough spots because there's only so many. So on a boat, it's a little different. You can play 2 spots if you have those kinds of resources, but you can't play 2 games because X amount of the boat's busy.
Sure.
We accounted for all the seats here. You follow?
Right. It's full of people.
It's full of people. So I was like, dude, you shouldn't sign this, man. You should go hang out in the nickel slot parlor.
Right.
You know what I mean? And just
Enjoy
chill
your.
out,
'Cause I'm
deflate.
telling you, you can have as much fun playing nickels as you can $200 a hand.
And he didn't care. He's like, listen, give me my money. I'm like, well, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A fool and his money. Remember that? There's an old saying.
Oh
fool
yeah.
and his money.
Soon parted.
So we're like, yeah, good luck.
Good luck.
What are you
have
gonna
fun.
do?
You know, that's something also I've noticed is that players, they don't want to listen to advice.
No.
They know what they want to do, and that's it, and they're
That's
going to
it.
do it. And that mentality is a bad mentality gaming.
What are you gonna do? All right. Okay. So the other thing is obviously there are people that come to Vegas who just have too much money. They just don't know what to do with it. They have no idea what they're playing. They just want to put it down. They think they want to earn some VIP treatment, and then there's a couple casinos out here that I see this a lot. Like they're young people that have made like crypto fortunes or these types of things. They come to Vegas with literally a ton of money, so much cash, and they come for what they see on TV.
Right.
And with enough money, you can recreate that.
Oh, yeah, you sure
Vegas
can.
is here for you.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
ready.
Mm-hmm.
We take deposits. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they sure do.
The withdrawals is different. You need a code for those. You know what I mean? You need a little secret sauce. But, you're making a deposit. Very rarely do those people walk away. Those movies you see where a guy won $30 million playing blackjack because he was just counting. He was furiously counting cards, and he got lucky. And he was aggressive. He had the right system. He had the right system, the right money. He had all these things in
At the
place.
right moment with the right dealer
Yeah.
and the right bosses letting him do it. There's a lot to that. It just doesn't happen every day.
Most everybody else leaves that money behind. But anyways, God bless you. There's a guy. I tell this story a lot especially to people that I'm teaching in dice. We both know of a guy that comes to Vegas, and so on a dice table, dice moves a little differently. So dice limits can sometimes be lower because even $500 table, is, a lot of money across, 2,700, 3,200 across.
Sure.
And that kind of money can really hit a casino. If some guy goes on a
bender,
but he rolls for 30 minutes, 40 minutes, the casino can literally lose hundreds of thousands, even with the $500 limit.
Oh yeah, even on a low limit game.
So once you get to those 1,000, 5,000 limit games, I've worked a 5,000 limit game and got given away $8 million, right?
Yep.
Because 8 hours of a $500 table, $500 minimum bet table, essentially a reserve game.
Sure.
And it was just hot shooter. I mean, it was just, the table was hot the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Now imagine there's a guy in town that plays $50,000 a number on dice. And people ask, well, why can he play 50? Because he never wins.
Right. Yeah. They're
And
not
happy to
afraid
have
of him.
They're not afraid of him.
No.
He comes literally to make a deposit. He could care less. Because if he ever hit up the casino, they'd be like, that's it. There's no way.
And let me tell you, he's getting value for that. People think, oh, he just lost 50,000. Yeah, he lost a lot of money. But let me tell you, for that weekend, he had more fun than you can buy. It is great when they take care of you. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That room has an evolving. His room has a revolving door, sir.
I bet it does.
A revolving back door. Anyways, yeah, no, he's having a lot of fun. Swear to God. All right.
Really quickly,
Yes.
Pit Boss John gave us $25
Yes.
for Dennis's bankroll. B-Day. We play a one-handed blackjack together on a +3 count.
Look at him, buddy. He's already getting you squared away, dude.
Look
Next
at
thing you
that.
know, he's going to be like addicted to drugs and card counting all at the same time. Thanks a lot, John. Just so John, I meant to put your screen there. So John runs a fantastic casino fun night event company.
Oh, wow.
And for those people looking for like your own small business to do your own casino fun nights, it's really a fantastic thing. With just a few tables, you can make a great living. It's a side hustle that is built in. If you go online and you look at these fun night companies, there's a couple of very specific ones. When we were doing some research, right, where they started with just a few tables doing fun night because they're so popular. And if you have some personality, you can build this into like a wonderful career.
Sure.
You start out as a side hustle, and then you build it up. But John's the guy. We have been working together. We tried to put out something in the past, and then of course COVID hit. We almost went out of business. Then we came back. But me and John will be working together in the future.
That sounds like so he brings tables, sets them up, and you have a casino night basically.
He has a fantastic business. I don't want to, the numbers are literally it's like yes. So people call us all the time looking for a fun night experience. They don't want to gamble.
Sure.
They want to rent a space for X amount of people, and they want to play the games like they're playing for money, but just play and learn.
Right.
Not put anything at risk and have the same game.
Sure.
Have the same
So
experience.
basically recreating Casino Quest.
And it's big. Do you know that we have a friend of ours, Mark, here in town, who put on an event at the Green Valley Ranch at Station Casino. This is how popular.
With
Green
paid
Valley
games
Ranch in a
outside.
convention with paid games, literally a
Sure.
walk away, because some people just don't want that experience.
Well, or they want to have, get warmed up and feel like they're not going to get abused, where they'll learn the rules and the etiquette and all
100%.
of that. And it's a great idea.
We just did this concierge event where we taught a group that came over from Resorts World, and they don't want to gamble either. They're doing like team building, corporate, team building.
Oh yeah.
So they came here to learn the games, and the games. The greatest thing about casino games, they're social. Under any setting.
Yeah.
So we had a friend of ours some years ago who did a date night. Imagine.
Wow, that's a great idea.
A singles night, because if you put 4 or 5 singles on one blackjack table, they're all.
Everybody
you talk about
talks.
breaking the ice.
Oh yeah.
And instead of needing alcohol to ply you open, and sit around and get to know people with these awkward questions.
Sure.
You're playing blackjack. It's all you against like Dennis.
And you learn a lot about a person by watching them play blackjack. You really do.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, that's true.
It's
100%.
true. I mean, if I was going to date somebody, it would be nice to get an hour watching them interact with the dealer and the cocktail waitresses.
Wow, I didn't
and
even think about
everybody
that. That's
around.
great.
Yeah.
Do you figure out if they like salad or not? I mean, how deep will we go?
You
How
know
deep
what?
will we
You
go,
can
sir?
kind of tell. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. We got a salad eater. Okay.
We got a salad eater.
If they go to the buffet, Bacchanal buffet, and just eat the salad, I'm out. I'm looking for someone else, dude.
Yeah,
You got
exactly.
to pile up on shrimp, and you got to get
You got to
value.
have goals.
No, you got to have goals. You got to get those scallops piled high. Okay. But anyway, so we're working on this kiosk here. We want to show other people. We want to share this experience. We want people to have like a Casino Quest fun night. His business is 21 Fun Night. So he operates. He goes to Tahoe. He goes all over. Dude. It's fantastic.
That's a great thing. What a good business. Yeah.
No, it is. It's a fantastic business. Big business. Big money. One of these days, I'm going to grow up and have John's money. Dude. That's the thing. Pit Boss Johnson.
Yeah, wow.
But okay, let's get back to the topic at hand. Okay, so here we are. The next thing is you got to know yourself.
Yeah.
That's the other thing to the bankroll.
So important.
You really do. I'm going to get to my story about the envelope, but first of all, cash or card, dude. Cash or card, sir. What do you think?
Don't bring cards with you to the casino. Come in with cash, have an amount you're going to spend, and don't spend 1 penny more at all.
So what do you think about these casinos now that have the card readers? You just come in, you buy in right at the table.
It's the scariest thing I ever saw. Can you imagine
No.
paying rent after that?
No.
You're going to have nothing. You're going to look up from the game and go, oh, what happened?
I mean, it would really scare the hell out of me to be able to just to cash in.
I would never do that. Not
And
in
credit
a
cards
million
now
years.
have cash available. You know, they have, well, they all do, but you can get cash on your card.
Right? Yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely.
And it's not
for
cheap
an
cash
extra
either.
expense. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not cheap cash,
No,
dude. That's
it's
going
not
to
at all.
cost you. All right. And then if you're a chaser, so what do you think? So if you're a chaser and you know that you chase, I chase. I'm a terrible, horrible.
That's
chaser.
why you come with cash. You come
Yeah.
with exactly what you're going to spend, and don't spend a penny more. That's it.
You know what my biggest problem is I leave my excess cash at the house, right?
Oh yeah, go home and get it.
And then
Done that.
I got to go to a casino that's far enough away where I can't go home and come back and have the same, where they won't reserve my machine.
Oh,
But
yeah.
everybody reserves a machine, That's the problem.
Yep.
I got to tell them, listen, even if I tell you to reserve the machine,
Don't do it.
reserve the machine.
Uh-uh.
Do not do it. But they still do it because then I'm like, I don't care what I told you before. I want you to reserve the machine.
Yeah, and they have to. It's a business.
I know, little bastard.
They're always going to let you gamble and help in any way they can.
So I should go to I have the story of the envelope, what I do to manage my money,
Yep.
because I don't trust myself. I had a real problem when I was younger, like
Okay.
real problem. It affected pretty much everything I did.
And there are a lot of people that work in this industry. All they do is
Yep.
gamble away their paychecks.
Until I got it under control, my credit sucked
Oh,
for
yeah.
many years. I put my credit at risk. I put everything at risk, and I was just, I was looking for fulfillment, and for when I wasn't getting it, I would go and play,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
it was amazing how much money I would end up losing because it adds up.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Video
yeah.
poker, I mean, it just adds up so fast.
You spend $50 a day in video poker, which is that lasts just a minute. $50 a day. Think about that on a monthly basis. How that's going to affect your income. It's more than a car payment. Let me tell you.
$1,500 a month.
That's a lot of money.
that's a
$1,500 out of your income. That's what people make for a living sometimes. So,
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's ugly. It can be really ugly.
There's a lot of systems in place that you can put on yourself. So one of them is the buddy system. Having someone to call to say, listen, because I literally did that for a while. I had a friend of mine, and I would just text them, and it was a way for me to immediately humble myself, especially if I won money. That was some of my biggest problems was I would win money.
Oh, yeah.
And then I would chase to win.
Uh-huh.
I'd win 500, and the next thing you know, not only did I lose the 500, but I would come in more money chasing that
money.
win.
All the
and I was
time.
up 500. Like, how could I have done that?
Why
to
not
myself?
walk out with that money? How much do you really think you're going to win on $50?
Yeah. So what I would do is I had this system where I took a picture of the win, and I would send it to a friend of mine, and who would say, "That's okay. What your walking point?" I would have to show him that I walk with this money. You follow?
Yeah.
So because once you take that picture, now you're committed.
Right.
Not just to yourself, to
You're gonna
someone
be
else. You have this
embarrassed if you
external.
give
Yeah,
that
I'd be
back.
so embarrassed. I was embarrassed a few times.
Yeah, me
just so
too.
you- but I have the envelope. So here's my envelope thing. You ready? And I used it for that the whole year. Last year, I did really well. So what I do is every month, I put X amount of cash in this. I take out the money that I plan to spend for the month, and I put it in an envelope.
Right.
Then I budget it accordingly. So I normally have 1 day a week that I can spend money from the envelope.
Okay.
What happens is if I go on tilt and spend all the money from the envelope, then that's it. There's
You're
no more
done for
money in
the
the envelope.
month, yeah.
So whether I spend it all in 1 day, 10 days, 20, whatever the case is. But here's where I pleasure myself. Okay.
There isn't any video, is there?
So the envelope, also fills up, dude. Once I win, if I win,
It goes in the envelope.
not all of it.
Yeah.
So I put a piece of that into the envelope so that I could play more and reward myself for having won. But at the worst case scenario, I never go beyond what that envelope is willing to yield.
Right.
You follow?
Oh yeah, that's
And
a great system, especially for someone that lives around gaming.
Yeah. I mean, even like, so today I'm much more, we don't have time to gamble, let alone eat most of the time. I'm sitting here eating my caramel corn. I love this company, by the way. They have a local place where they manufacture some of this. It's this, I love it. But anyways, so I do have to do that because I am very competitive. I can't begin to tell you. I won, one of my epic stories is I won $3,000 on a slot machine at Caesar's Palace when they had just opened the Forum shops. And on these millionaire, on the $1 Million Babies.
Okay.
Absolutely love them, dude. And the thing about the $1 Million Babies, they paid you they brought out a wheelbarrow and paid you the whole $1 million.
Oh wow.
All at once.
Yeah.
Minus
Very
whatever.
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So how many times did you see that wheelbarrow?
We saw it once.
Really?
We saw them doing the pictures once, and we're like, holy crap! They're like, and it was one of these fast hitting machines where you'd win 300 little jackpots. It's a dollar machine. So I won 3,000. I actually had to have my machine because they would fill it up with $1,000 at a time. I had my machine. I started with, get this, $21.
Wow.
$21. I kid you not. And it was me and a friend of mine bought it for. We had no
Together,
money.
yeah.
We bought it together for. I was working at the Gold Coast at the time.
Right.
$21. We won. I won 3,000. He won $1,500. Guess what I did with that $3,000? I bought into a crap table at Caesars.
Yeah.
This is when $5 was big.
Right. 3,000 is a big buy-in.
That was a great buy.
Yeah.
Guess what I proceeded to do? I lost everything but $500. And,
You held on to some? I'm really
no,
impressed.
I know. Well, what happened was, I actually managed to catch a roll at the very end, and so I lost all of it, bought in again, and then I was able to catch a roll, and I got out with about 1,500, give or take, something like this.
Right, and that's the worst thing that can happen. It's happened to me. You lose all your money, you buy in again, and you get it back, and you think, oh, that can happen.
Yeah, no.
And so
100%.
what that makes you do is the next time you lose everything.
Chasing. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're constantly chasing.
Oh, yeah.
Just to break even most of the time. A lot of times just to break even. You're like, okay, I lost my $500 rent, so if I get this next 500, I might be able to win back to even.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I can't even begin to tell you how many times that's been just trying to get back to even. That was the goal. The goal went from winning to maybe half a win to maybe, you know what I mean?
Right,
Or, yeah. Anyways,
Let me get some of my money back.
yeah. So I would say that if you have a problem or you're very competitive, you got it. There's definitely help. A lot of people don't like to call the number because there is a number. There's a hotline out there. Everywhere you go, every state has their own hotline, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
And there's a national hotline. There's a lot of resources. But these are just some. If you have a problem, if you have any addiction, don't be addicted.
No.
It's terrible. Stay ahead of it.
It ruins your life. It really
Recognize
does.
that you have a problem and just do the things that you need to do. If you're someone that doesn't like to be humbled, like I don't like to be humbled in this. Like, I worked a lot of low end jobs, so I'm okay with that. I don't. It's not about pride for me.
Right.
But I do have some pride. I don't want to be that guy that shows up at my friend's house having blew the $400 I
Right.
showed him.
Can I
that,
sleep on your couch?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of the switch for me. Because I know I'm gonna leave with that money.
Right.
The minute I go, I'll look at it and I'm like, oh God, I told him I was gonna be out of this 400, and I feel like I have to be. You know what I mean? Even though then I have my debit card secretly stashed in my
In your
wallet,
pocket,
and then I'm
yeah.
buying in for another $400. No, just kidding. Don't do that. That's
Don't
not a
do
thing.
that.
All right. All right. So the next one really is, and this is where the games. Different games, different allowances, different monies. I'm gonna let you roulette. What do you play? What's some roulette options? Buy-ins.
Buy-in wise. Well, an inexpensive game is going to be $10 or $15. If you're going to be on a $10 or $15 game, you want to buy in at least 10 times whatever the minimum is. So if it's a $10 game, minimum of $100. If you're buying in $20, you're just giving them $20 for nobody that buys in $20 wins anything. It doesn't happen. It's rare. You've got to have money to play for a little while and let the odds affect it. In the beginning, you're just going to give it away. So you need time to play the game, see what numbers are hitting, get your strategy down, and actually play. $10, $20, 2 hands? That's not enough. And we see it all the time, constantly.
Yeah.
If you're going to sit on a quarter game, $25 games means you're going to play a $5 checks on the table. It means you've got to have 5 of them spread out on the inside on the numbers, or 5 on each spot on the outside. So you're really looking at $25 a hand as a minimum. You want $250 just to sit there. If you're going to play at all, you should start with $250. And really what you want is $500 or $1,000 to really get into the strategy of the game. And
yeah, 100%. So dice, the transfer is really based on the system, but a working system to allow yourself opportunity on the pass line, that is. We're going to get to the don'ts. We're going to do a don't strategy, but, the craps is a much more dynamic game. If you're going to have place bets across, on a $5 game, you're going to have 27-32, maybe 22 on the inside. There's ways to conserve your bankroll, but ultimately, on a $5 table, it's $200. It's $250. Because again, on a $5 game, you're gonna probably have $25, $30, $40, $50 in action, per shooter, essentially, right?
Absolutely.
And then beyond that, if you're buying into a $10 game and you have less than $400 or $500, almost any system. Now we have shown some short money system, but those are silly, like last minute all in case betting systems. We had a Patreon come in today, who played out the what's it called, the Super 7?
Social 7.
Social 7?
Social.
Socia 7.
Social 7, yeah. I'm like, huh? What's going on? I need the horn, dude. I need what?
You're getting up there.
So it's a short money, but short money systems are just that. They're short money systems.
Last ditch efforts.
And even though he was successful at it for a minute, ultimately it sort of bit him in the ass a little bit, and then he had to alter his strategy.
Sure.
And with the challenge, everyone just starts dumping the field, dude. Genius is in the field towards the end, and then you just pray for 12, things like this. But once you get to a $25 game, if you have less than 500 or $25 game, 160 your crop, $500 doesn't do it. You need $1,000. If you're gonna play the pass line and you're not taking odds, that's silly. If you keep the place bets, you can manage that bank a little more. We can talk about it. We're gonna go into the deep dive on individual games later. This series is gonna be quite involved. We're just kind of going over the basics right now. But a $25 table, and there's been a lot of $25 tables, even at places like the Excalibur, places where you normally see lower level tables. Ellis, of course, has kept it pretty low, but there's 15, 10, 15, 25 all over town.
Sure.
And if you're
It's
in less
getting
than
to the
1,000,
point where $25 games are the games you want to play. That's where the odds are. That at least on blackjack, roulette, not roulette. Roulette's a little different, but on blackjack, you really want to play on a $25 game
to get 3-2.
Yeah.
The other games on the strip are 6-5.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, but on dice, you want to look for a 16-31 table. You want to look for a triple in the field on either the 2 or the 12, right? When it comes to slot machine, here's my benchmarks. If you're gonna play a 5-cent machine, and you get $50, 60, 20, 40, $60 put you in hand for a long time, even with any type of game. 20, 40, 60. So if you're looking to kill time, 5 cents. Nickel machines. I love nickel machines. You might not find a lot of them on the strip. Remember that a penny machine that's a $3 machine is really a $3 machine. It's not. I know they're selling a lot of these penny machines.
Sure, but
the
you're
max
never going
bet-
to play a penny. Never.
Yeah, and if you play pennies, you can't win anything.
You don't
They're
get
all
the odds.
progressives. You don't get the odds. You don't get the payback on the machine. All those paybacks that you see, the 99, the 98, whatever it is based on you putting in all the
$3,
credits.
yeah.
$3, not 50 cents, 60 cents.
Right.
That's why I like some of the old school double diamonds where it's just 2 quarters. And 1 quarter paid, and then double quarter was just double. There was no upgraded. You could just play 1 or 2 quarters, and you got to be careful. You got to look for that. But those IP machines, those Steam machines, it's not like that. Those Steam machines typically have some kind of progressive or some kind of one of these pot bonus things like the Panda machines that you build up to, and all those require a significant investment.
Right.
When I say nickel machine, I'm saying nickel video poker, 5 coins in, 25 cents a play, that kind of thing. A quarter. $1.25. You got to play for. If you're playing video poker and you're not putting maximum coin, you're just whatever.
You're wasting your time.
You're wasting your time. Yeah, because the paybacks are all based on putting in maximum quarters. So on a 25-cent machine, it's a $100 buy-in minimum for me to put me in play long enough. On Keno, sir. On the 80 cent, if I'm doing an 80 cent max play on a 20 card where it lets you go 4 cents a card, it's a $100 buy-in. If I'm doing less than that, I can get. If I'm doing pennies or 2 cents, I can get. Go to 2 cents, by the way, because the pennies tend to be paid less. The returns are less, but it's $50-$60. And if you're looking at a 5 cent away or 10 cent away, prepare for a $200 buy-in at the very minimum, in order to get enough hands to kind of get the yield. Because remember, you're trying to strike in that yield. You got to give the machine a little bit of time. Somewhere in that wave, hopefully, it's going to pay you.
Right.
You follow? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, there you go. Then of course there's other areas of this poker.
Sure. Poker.
And poker just matters of how much you suck or don't suck.
Right. Well, that is important. You got to know the game.
And the game.
The limits.
Yep.
And you got to walk in with enough money to survive bad hands. You know?
Like a 1-2 limit game, if you're not out trying to kill yourself at that point, what would you suggest to buy in?
I would say at least $500.
1-2 limit?
Yeah. Well,
oh my God.
You got to on poker. Your power is how much money you have. And if you're going to sit down on a game, you want to have enough money to bet.
At 1-2, you have zero
lose.
Power. Just saying.
Yeah,
zero power.
Zero power. You can tell I don't play a lot of poker.
No.
I sat down one time on a poker game, and it was at the Cal Neva in Reno, Nevada.
Oh.
And I bought in for $20, and I think it was a cheap game, really cheap, and it was full of people, whole table full, and no one's talking. I sit down, no one's saying a word.
Yeah.
And pretty soon all my money's gone. I don't know what happened. I'd played poker for years at home, but this is my first casino experience. After the money's gone, everybody starts talking. And I realized that everybody at that table knew each other.
Oh.
They knew everything about
Target.
their family, the kids, everything.
Yeah.
And I was the guy. They just divvied up my money among them. And so if you sit down with short money, you got to know. And if you're going to walk in with $500, you got to know the game. You got to know the game.
I sat down at the table, lost my money so fast that the table offered to double my buy-in. There were some players that they were like, listen.
They felt bad.
Listen here, if you come in again, we will literally match your buy-in.
Wow.
Because they were 100% confident.
They were going to divvy it up.
They were going to divvy it up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I used to sit there at Palace Station. Of course, Palace Station's really changed, and watch those guys play.
So what do you think? A 1-2 buy-in? What would you say?
$20 bill.
Yeah, 20's plenty.
No, $100. You need $100.
You need $100.
But you're gonna sit and everybody's in. Everybody's in. Like there's no folding. Everyone. You just get to stay in every hand because no one's invested. There's nothing to risk.
Right.
You're just stuck. You don't see a lot of those games anymore. I think because it's just silly. I mean. I guess it's in a way maybe it's free money, but you can't. Casinos you got to get enough hands because you got to get enough rate because there's no real money in play, right?
Right. Yeah.
So the problem is that everybody playing that is 90 years old or could drop at any minute. Those games don't move very fast.
No.
Sir. You know what I'm saying?
Very boring. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And everybody plays every hand.
Me and my buddy Mike used to sit there and be like, listen, that guy right there, he might not be.
He's not going to make it through the night.
He's not going to make. And
oh
then
my God!
You would see people leave their seat, and they would just ante. They're like, yeah, just put my, because half the seats were just empty. There's no people. They're just because they would be, at the buffet. Or
still
in the
playing
bathroom.
poker.
You know what I mean? It's like
don't care what it is. Put my money in.
But then you go to a Bellagio. You need any. I mean, it just depends.
Now that's a different animal.
100%. And you gotta gauge yourself honestly.
Oh yeah.
Because you come to Vegas. There are rooms in Vegas, poker rooms in Vegas, where a lot of these sharks, they know where to go.
Oh yeah.
Because so what a lot of people come to Vegas thinking that they're the guy.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that's the worst thing to think.
And then they go to bed knowing that what I mean. The guy just kicked their guy ass. Say on a poker table. Because there's a lot of really good players.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And they love Vegas because Vegas is like an ATM for them. And you're their pin. You know what I mean? They stick their debit card, you bend over and just deliver.
Yeah, exactly.
But
let me tell you, even that is worth the experience.
Oh, 100%.
It really is.
I would love to lose $100 to a Daniel Negreanu. He can have my money. I want to see him stare me down and guess my cards.
And
I'd be
the guys
dude.
that make money at poker, the guys you don't know about, they try to stay under the radar. They join a poker game, and pretty soon they've got everybody's money.
That guy Jesus too. I'd be like, dude, I'm gonna buy in again. I just want to see him tip his hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, 100%. That's the experience. That's worth the story.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I just got whacked
I still
by
tell
Phil
my
Ivey.
story about $20 buy-in at a poker game. It's great. I'll
100%.
remember it forever.
Yeah, can you imagine the mouth? Oh, you know what I'd love to see? You know the mouth, the mouth Mattisau. What's his name? That one poker guy. You guys probably know him. I would love to see him up against like Dennis. They can go mouth to mouth. Although that didn't come out right. That sounds a little weird.
Ugly.
There he goes. Hey, good thing we added that camp for you, buddy. Way to insert yourself into those big moments, dude. Fantastic. Do you realize that there's people
Wait,
at
what am
home-
I gonna say about bankrolls?
Listen
I
here,
haven't
buddy.
even gambled before.
Yeah. I mean, there are people at home listening to us. They can't see you, dude. They don't see the facial. You need to like express your disappointment in song or something. I don't know. They gotta hear you.
I'm disappointed. There you
All right.
go.
Anyways, the next thing is sportsbook. Listen, the best $100 I ever spend is when Kentucky Derby or any of the derbies or not any of the derbies. I think that's the only
The major derby.
any of the big races.
Yeah.
Or any day of the week, by the way. I don't know why more people aren't doing this, but it's so much fun at the sportsbook area. You can make a whole vacation, do a staycation.
Oh yeah.
One night at the Westgate Super Sportsbook. Go grab yourself a booth. Bet the horses. The horses a lot of these sports books so big. Like the sports book is one side, and then the race book is the other side. And you get your race monitor, and you can have a whole day looking at horses'
betting the
asses,
horses, yeah.
going down the thing. Because you got to check out the ass, dude.
Sure.
You can tell by the ass
Yeah,
how
the
well
horse's
they're gonna
ass.
run. No, I don't even kidding you, dude. See that they can't see you rolling your eyes at me, dude. They gotta like, no, because you can see when those muscles go. Because that's how I rate my horse. So like because you see them belly up to the to the
Sure.
gate.
Oh yeah.
They it's so fantastic. My buddy Mike, he introduced me, and because a lot of times if they have itchy tail, so if they tie up their tail and it's a muddy track, that's the horse you want to focus on, because a lot of
really?
horses, they let the tail just go loose, and of course as a horse you get annoyed that the mud is going up your rear,
Okay.
but the horse with the tail up, anyways. That I don't know.
Is this practical experience?
No, this is 100%.
Do you know about this?
No. So we bet on the horse with the tail getting wrapped up.
Uh-huh.
And it makes sense, because the other horses are kind of annoyed. Like, wouldn't you be annoyed if you were on the muddy
Sure,
track and your tail was down?
absolutely. Yeah.
It's you know what I mean. And so that's the horse that won. It wasn't even.
So
favored
you
to
made
win.
your fortune on horses.
I
huh?
mean, I wouldn't say I made any fortune, but he knows he could check out the ass of a horse. You could see that their legs and how they stride, and then you get to know there's all this drama with the what do they call that? The guys that drive the horses.
Jockeys.
The jockeys. There you go. Swear to God.
We used to get a lot of jockeys in playing blackjack, believe it or not.
Dennis would have been a great jockey, because he wouldn't have. A lot of those jockeys, they have to do some serious coke
He
to
would
stay,
be a
stay
giant
weight.
among jockeys.
Because he wouldn't have to do anything. He would be sitting there in the buffet line, just eating, and not gain a single pound. Meanwhile, the rest of them are they're like in the hot
Starving
steaming,
themselves,
starving,
yeah.
doing lines of coke, everything else. You
yeah.
follow? And he's just like running around in there.
We're just off the rails. Jesus.
Yeah, yeah, you'd have been a great jockey, dude. Anyways, but there's a lot of drama. Some of those jockeys are hardcore, dude.
Oh yeah, they're all horror. Their money how they win determines their money. So they are.
Yeah,
very
when they say they
competitive.
jockey for position, they
Oh, yeah.
push, they shove,
elbows, the whole bit. Jockeying is serious business.
Love
let
it.
me tell you.
Except when you pick a horse and it wins, and then they like exclude the horse. And then you're going up with your ticket. You saw clearly your horse won, and they're like, no, the jockey was an ass. So we're bringing these other two horses. That's the thing, Anyways, but a sports book is a lot of fun. It could be a lot of fun.
Both of those
Or
are
race book.
great things to do with a friend. You bring your buddy down, you go hang out in the sports book or
100%.
do the horses, and it's a lot of fun. It really is.
Interestingly, like Bally's, one of these days we'll have to do like a sports book review. Bally's has a sports book that's just across from a food court. That's on the lower
Oh, that's
level.
perfect.
It has its own entrance there, and so like if you can drop your family off, and there's some shopping in there, stuff like this, while you watch you can just get hammered too, because they have the bar that's
bar
right
right
there.
there.
The lady just services you right there, dude. And boy, that came out out
yeah,
terrible.
bad,
Anyway,
bad.
but it's a wonderful little sports book. My friend used to love it all the time, because it's kind of away. There's no it's away from the casino floor, and the bartender's right there shopping. Anyways, nice little hookup. All right, moving on. You ready? Are you ready? What do we got? Did you you moved?
What?
I don't know. I don't know.
Where are we at?
I thought you needed me for something. I thought you were waving. I don't know. I thought I saw movement. I don't know.
David, are you okay?
Nah, I'm not okay. I'm never
You
okay?
okay?
Dude. I'm never okay. Daniel's like, huh? What's going on over here? Listen, buddy. We're both of the age where, it's just standby. You know what I mean? It's
We're
moments
waiting
where
for the box.
we have lucid moments, and then we have other moments. You know what I mean? We have bowel movements, and we have not bowel movements. There's different definitions all day long. Wow. Sounds like someone, we can all relate. Everybody that's a little older, we understand.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody understand. Okay. So the next part of the big one is the casino will affect your buy-in. Because if you start at the Bellagio, by the way,
it's going to be more expensive.
Yeah, and
no
if you go in there
question.
with less money just to see the lights, dude, it's going to cost you.
If you're going in there with less money, walk through, enjoy the hotel, go sit down, have a drink at the piano bar, which is gorgeous. You're right in the middle of the casino. All the action is around you, and
The
enjoy
flowers.
it. Yeah, the flowers. Oh yeah, the flower. We go every Christmas to the Bellagio and see their atrium, and it's incredible.
It's fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, it's around all the seasons, but for Christmas they have this really
Christmas
special
is
thing.
really nice.
Easter too, they have one.
Yeah.
All the holidays.
It's always
Thanksgiving.
there. There's
But
always some type of display.
They have like 40 people. Win did that. He has one at the Win too now. By the way.
Yeah.
And it goes down, and when it goes down, it's so cool because you can see all the little people down there, and because they look little.
Yeah.
But I mean, you can see the people working. They work on the flower, then the thing comes up. It's fantastic.
Oh, that is neat. Yeah,
No,
really
it's
neat.
fantastic.
I
Steve
haven't
Wynn-
seen it. I'm gonna have to go to the Wynn and do that. I just
Though the Wynn has one, and so does obviously Bellagio was the first,
Uh-huh.
and then the Wynn wanted one, obviously.
well, I mean, let's remember Steve Wynn opened the Bellagio and
Yeah, that was
designed
his.
it,
Yeah,
so
designed
it's
it.
natural that he would.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, natural evolution. Now, I've always wondered why. Like, there should be a guy standing outside Bellagio, just like, listen here, buddy. How much you got in your wallet? You know what I mean? Like,
Do
if
not
you
go
got-
in there.
They should have two different lines. Like, listen, if you only have $50, follow the yellow line. And that leads to all the places you can look at real quick, right to the exit.
Right.
Just bathrooms,
The fountains.
the
and out.
fountains, and then out the side entrance. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to get stuck playing the game because
No.
that'd be good for you. Then the other guy with a little more money,
Little money.
little
yeah.
money, be like, right this way, sir. You know what I mean? Or
But it's basically the same game. So you are playing a higher limit, but you're
Yeah.
not getting robbed at all. I mean, it's worth what you're paying for it.
Yeah.
If you've got the money to sit on a $100 blackjack game and enjoy
Yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
why wouldn't you be in one of those places?
No, 100%. Yeah, no. If you can afford it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
the amenities are great. The rooms are fantastic. They started competing with each other on square foot. And,
Right.
of course, Wynn left off at the Bellagio. Then he made the basic rooms bigger at the Wynn. And then, of course, Venice came around with the Palazzo and said, listen, we're going to have the biggest, fattest rooms you've ever seen.
And they are nice rooms.
And they are very nice. Like, I think it's like 600 square feet. They're all basically suites.
Right.
But anyways, yeah. So, obviously, the casino is going to matter. We tell everybody to go to Ellis because, for the most part, it's got or some places downtown, because we think that to create the most, even if you have money, if you're looking to win and
Well, let
create
me
opportunity.
tell you, if you go somewhere like Ellis Island and you're going to play $100 a hand, you are now the king of the casino.
That'll get you
And
a
they-
slice of pizza, dude.
Yeah,
And a
they'll
$3
treat
beer.
you good. Absolutely. The dealers will be happy. Everyone will love you. It's
Well,
a lot of
that's
fun.
the one takeaway. So if I'm Alan Toy, and I know I'm never gonna win,
Right.
and what do you think about that? Is he out there, buddy? Is he? Anyways, no. So Alan goes and he bets, but he goes. His consideration is comps and accommodations, and he wants to win. Don't
Right,
get me wrong.
yeah.
He just doesn't have a system. All his systems suck. You know what I mean? So like, but if I'm and if you just have money to burn, I would think that I would go to an Aria. Because
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he got us comp to Caesar's Bacchanal. All of us.
Oh, wow.
I don't know, ridiculous.
I did
comp.
not get that phone call.
No, oh yeah, you were part of the inner team.
Inner
back
circle.
Then, sir. You were like on the yeah. And to get that, he has to play. He's got to lose, not just play. He's got to lose, which he does.
Magnificently.
I had to lean in there. Shh, Alan, look away, buddy. Look away. It's fine. It'll be okay. By the way, we love Alan. So, Alan, I found the VDB. You actually got me. He got me a 1909 VDB penny. For those of you coin nerds out there, I was trying to figure out if he had gotten one. He did get me one.
Wow.
That's literally one of the most generous. We have some of the most amazing fans. You have no idea, absolutely no idea.
I find people as a whole to be very generous and kind.
Dude, gamblers
I really
are
do.
some of the
They
most
are.
generous people you've ever seen.
Everybody talks about the $30,000 tips, but let me tell you, where the money is made in a casino or on the low limit games for people playing $15 a hand, throwing you $1 every other hand.
Yep.
They're the backbone of Las Vegas.
That's the bread and butter.
It is, absolutely.
Yeah, those. And the backbone gets less and less.
It's amazing, isn't it?
We're trying to pivot on that one.
Yeah.
That's why if you're used to getting less, you're gonna come to Casino Quest and get more.
Very nice.
I mean, the idea is we're gonna take you, we're gonna host it, we're gonna create this whole experience, ideally.
Mm-hmm.
And me and Alex, and that's part of it too. Like our whole goal really is it's not just about the money. Like the secret sauce of our channel, if you came to our channel just for this strategy, you're not coming to the channel just for our strategy. You're coming for the channel to see Alex with his pants off. or having to finally fit into some Lululemon joggers. You follow? It's half nonsense and half, you don't understand what I say? But everybody that comes in here, that's what they talk about. We love what we do.
Mm-hmm.
We have a lot of fun. And we want you to have fun. We want you to come to Vegas and have fun.
And that's the point. If you're in Vegas and you're not having fun, if you're stressing about the money and all that, you're wasting your time. If you are not having fun, you're not doing it right. If you are having fun, you're doing it just right. Perfect. Doesn't matter whether you win or lose or what your strategy is. If you're having fun, it's right.
We have you hear all of those people laughing. There's two of them on that table who they don't gamble anymore. They come here and play with us. And they have fun. They have a great time.
I love.
They laugh. They're very excited. I mean, it's fantastic.
It's funny in a dealer's school how often you see people come back to visit because they like to sit on the games and chit chat and it's a lot of fun.
Share their experience.
Yeah.
Okay. So as far as the casino, it's not just table limits, by the way. It's like the game options, right? So you have limits. You can pretty much know what kind of. If you go into Aria, expect higher limits. If you go in Excalibur, I mean, you can kind of look at the landscaping.
Oh, yeah.
Even before you get in, you kind of know where you're at. If there's $1 million in landscaping on the outside, they got to pay for that.
Yep.
That's a lot of
And you can tell from at home. Just call and ask what the room rate is, and that'll give you an idea what the prices are on the game. Right?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. No, 100%.
Yeah. See, very easy.
Love Aria rooms, though.
Yeah.
I love Aria, by the way, has a deal. If you get the suite upgrade, they'll pick you up at the airport. They make this whole like white glove experience, which I love.
Oh yeah.
And I think that MGM used to have a registration desk literally at the airport that they got rid of. And they used to have the MGM Grand. They used to have this whole white glove experience because if I come to Vegas and I've saved up my money for a year, I want you to come pick up my luggage. Take my mistress to the one hotel. No, I'm just kidding. I want the whole experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of times, if you stay at a hotel, your cardio experience will be the biggest experience.
You're going to remember. Plenty of walking in.
We had this poor guy out here. His friend came. They paid for two guys. For 2 hours on the game, but he had walked so far just to get here.
He needed a chair.
He just sat here the whole time, and he's like, "Dude, I'm good. I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna take this 2 hours to just relax. I'm done walking."
That's
kind of
funny.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't blame him. Just to get to your room at some
I've
of these
never
hotels.
understood that. Why do people think they've got to walk all over Vegas? There are taxi cabs and Uber and all this stuff available, and yet they hump down the strip. Listen, you pay one hand of blackjack for $10. For that $10, someone will pick you up and carry you to the next casino. You don't have to walk.
They're conserving their cash.
$10, $15.
That's why we see all the scooters everywhere. I mean, sometimes I'm not a big fan of the scooters, especially when they're zipping down and running my ass over.
They're scary.
But I understand why people have them.
I do. I completely get it.
If you start at, let's say, Aria, City Center, the back, right? Right. And then now you've walked through, like, Crystals. You've come forward. Now you're walking down the strip, and you're experiencing a little bit of the Mirage and the Bellagio. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. By
the time you get your ass over to Fashion Show, you're 10 pounds less.
Oh,
you follow?
All of that.
And you need, No. I would almost want a scooter.
Yeah.
Or someone to carry me. That'd be good.
That's why this town needs some really good transit that will get people
straight
from
down
casinos.
The middle of the strip.
Yeah.
Or Tesla. Tesla's got it worked out. They built that.
I'm
tunnel.
hoping it'll work. I really am.
All right. So here's the thing. Then the other thing I talk about is the payback. So a lot of things will influence my my buy-in. I'll tell you what. On Keno, I know I'm going back to Keno here because
That's what you play.
Caveman Keno has these great paybacks on sort of the lower denominations. So I always tell people, if you're down to your last $20 on a quarter machine and you happen to be on Keno, play Caveman Keno. You might be there 2 hours.
Right.
You might not win anything, granted, but you'll get your money back and be able to sit, have a few more cocktails, and just grind out all the time you want.
Sure. And in the end, is it not all about the cocktails? I mean, at
let's
some
be
places,
honest.
dude.
It used to be about the cocktail waitresses, dude.
It used to, but now they're getting a little long in the tooth.
A little long in the tooth. Wow.
Oh, I got a look from the wife.
Yeah,
I'm in
God.
trouble.
Oh,
We're
God.
talking about cocktail waitresses, honey.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the Rio, they went from cocktail waitress to singing cocktail servers.
Really?
So they had the highest rated cocktail waitresses in town because they hired like just models.
Oh yeah, they were gorgeous.
They were absolutely gorgeous.
And the uniform, you just could not forget it.
And so those cocktail waitresses used to take a lot of money off the game. I even saw Tiger Woods tip one, a giant tip. She was absolutely. She worked at the Masquerade Village in back where we went when it was fresh and the rides were there and it was that.
Oh yeah.
And I was on a table with Tiger Woods playing in the field with his bevy of beauties.
Right.
And the cocktail waitress was literally one of them, and she got $1,000 tip. She got a yellow check.
Wow, yeah, for one drink.
And so I was on break with her, and she's like, I'm like, wow, you got $1,000. I was so impressed that she got this $1,000 check, and she's like, honey, that's the third one today.
Wow.
Not from him, just in general.
In general.
Having worked that out, I was like, holy crap, am I in the wrong business?
Yeah, let me tell you.
So they used to.
You had legs like that.
No, never had legs. My ass was much bigger. Just so we're clear.
That's why I went into dealing.
Yeah, exactly. So can you imagine? So they took away because all those girls would make a fortune. They would take a fortune off the floor.
Right.
And once it goes into their toke jars,
it's gone.
It's gone. It's
Casino
not,
is never getting it back.
So the genius up there in operations, one of these bean counters was like, listen. We're going to get rid of these gorgeous women, and we're going to replace them with middle-aged singing men. And they're going to do a little,
I bet that went over fantastic. What is the Reno doing? What is the Rio doing today?
Oh, they're on their last leg. They're working on a
happened.
revitalization, sir. And so what these guys would do is they would. It was finally explained to me because I would see all the little stages, and apparently they get up on the stage and they'll sing on their way to delivering cocktails, and. So it's an entertainment type of thing.
Yeah,
exactly.
Great idea.
Let's just say the tokes went down a little bit. Not as many. They didn't
there
lose as many tips.
There is a reason you have no male cocktail servers in Las Vegas.
Well, they do there. You're missing out, sir. You're missing out.
Yeah, not for long.
No, I know. All right, so there's the thing. So the table out payback. So on paybacks on the slots is important.
Oh yeah.
So if you're looking to grind time, you look for those lower payout features, I would say.
And even if you're only there for 15 minutes, take a couple of minutes and look around at the payoffs. Make sure you're sitting in the right spot.
Yeah, 100%.
One chair either way can make all the difference.
That's what I love at Dottie's, although I'm not advocating Dottie's because, up until the Etsy say, hey, come on in and film. But not all Dotties are the same, but the Dotties will show you what the payback is on whatever pay table you're on. And you can see right away when you go up a denomination or whatever game you're on, you can see what the payback is.
Right.
You don't get that obviously in a lot of machines. Like El Cortez downtown, they have paybacks posted. And a lot of these will have paybacks posted depending on where you are on the floor. They'll say, hey, these machines are 99% payback, but many of those are sort of the lower, where you're winning less.
Right.
They're not on these progressive tables. They don't have these progressive meters where you can win $1 million because the paybacks of those are less because they have a license. It's I Dream a Genie. You got to hit the big genie ball. You know what I mean? It's a whole different experience. All right. Well, anyways, I don't even have a lot less, sir. I mean, a lot left. A lot less. Yeah, a lot left. I think we're at the end of our show. We're getting to the conclusion. Yeah, no, look at this. You won't believe it, but it's almost 7 o'clock.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Wow, the time goes.
Yeah, I can fill up time like there's nobody's business.
You can really talk. I'm impressed. Yeah, you can hold a conversation all by yourself.
A few of you have reached out. Yeah, 100%. I talk to myself a lot. It's funny because everybody thinks like this is just for the podcast. This is pretty much.
It's not.
This is pretty much me.
It's not.
I fill in a lot of time, dude. That's how I've stayed young. You know what I mean, right?
You should have giant jaw muscles on the side. I don't know what. I'm not sure why.
All right, so our next episode, we start the deep dive, dude. We're gonna go with, believe it or not. So I want to start with slots, and then we're gonna get to tables.
Sure.
And I think that we have a big roulette fan base. So, and you're literally like,
oh, I love
a roulette demigod.
Well, I wouldn't say that. But
Yeah.
I worked with some demigods. Let me tell you, I
Yeah.
worked with some great guys.
I will say he's being very humble. He gets a lot of respect in this business. The feedback on your course is absolutely
Oh,
tremendous.
well, good. I like that.
So for single zero, it's literally amazing.
Good.
Even with some students I know who are very intimidated by SR to begin with, and I encourage them just to be like, hey, listen, pay me the money, because you got to get that out the way.
Oh yeah, always.
And then when you come down and you see and you're part of this, I think you'll be surprised. And it's one of your students actually has really had a couple of them really had a very good time. And someone who I thought was going to have a tough time of it. Who's not always as confident and doesn't have a lot of presence, and now they're getting it. They feel like they can become a confident SR dealer.
Yep.
And that's big, because SR is a pathway, by the way, to some of the biggest jobs in town.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you pass an SR and you have some time under your belt, you can really make some great money.
You can.
Everybody
really
is short SR dealers.
Pretty much anywhere they've got an SR game, you're gonna make money.
Yeah.
It's a good casino, and you're gonna
make
well.
some money.
Yep.
All right, well, hey, I guess we got a lot of stuff to give away. We got all 3 things. We waited till the very end, so let's do it now. You ready? How many? Do we have at least 100 likes? Do we have any kind of likes? Does anybody like us?
I thought we weren't pandering.
Well, in a subconscious, subliminal way, sir.
We have 109 likes.
Ooh, all right, so we'll do the first 2. That'll be gimme. I would really love if everybody just reaches. I want to give this hat away so bad, but I want to feel like I got, you know what I mean, some
value for
some
it.
value.
Yeah.
But all right, we're gonna give away these
pouches of money. Who
and by
gives
the way-
away pouches of money
Dude,
besides us?
This is a bag of cash. You could be a zillionaire right here.
Yep.
And we're gonna throw in the koi. We're gonna throw in our koi coin, just so you know. We're gonna throw in a koi coin to every one of those, because that's big. And there it is, our koi fish 2022 coin.
Very nice.
That's gonna go in the bag. So you'll get some casino quests, and then the third one, we're gonna give away this hat at the very end. All right. So why don't you pick the word, and then he has them just smash out the word, and then I'll do the stop. You do the word, I'll do the stop, and then he'll do the number.
Well, you know what the word's got to be.
All
Money.
right, everybody. Put money.
3 of them.
Peter Gabriel, dude. God.
Well,
it's going to take money.
Well, while you guys are working on that,
Yes, sir.
that Roscoe Merlin has a really good question. It
Yes.
says, if you are winning big on roulette or blackjack, at what point does the casino cut you off?
If you're winning big, never.
Never. No. They want their money back. They think the longer you stay, the more likely you are to give that money back. So they want to make you comfortable. Yep.
You know, I've heard people talk about push-off stories where they've been pushed off a game, and I'll be honest with you, I don't believe most of them. The closest I've ever come to a casino where people were winning and they were sort of pushed off, I was at the San Remo, that became
a little casino.
Yeah, little casino, San Remo. It became Hooters. It became Hooters and now Oyo. But the San Remo was run by this casino manager, sweat the money tremendously. It was a crap table, and I was there with a friend of mine, and so the crap table started rolling in hand. It was a low limit table, $200, right? $200 limit. And me and most people were in like $6, 6 and 8. It was a really low end play. But this guy started shooting forever. And next thing you know, they're paying color for color, literally for everything on the table. So it was all red, thousands and thousands of dollars in red in the rail.
Oh my
okay,
God.
And they refused to break out any greens or blacks for that matter.
Oh.
And there were people with $60 aids at that point, or
Stacks
or
of-
50 with $100
That's
odds, and they were
ridiculous.
literally pushing out.
They were
stacks of
putting
red
pressure on the players.
and so the guy comes up, and you know what's interesting is this guy, who I used to love the San Remo because I used to win a paper keno there, strangely enough, in the cafe, which is odd. But the casino manager of that hotel, talk about working your way backwards. I ran into him years later as a host at a low-level casino. Ultimately he had lost that job as casino manager.
They all do.
And I have to believe that this kind of mentality played a role in that.
bad.
And he ended up at a host at a really low, like at a casino where your maximum comp was like $12 cafe. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, buddy, can you write me up for this? I played $100. I
What
need
a
my
place
coupon.
to end your career at.
And I saw him there, and you should have seen how embarrassed he was, dude.
I bet. Yeah.
Oh, dude, I used to talk so much crap about that guy. I swear to God. I mean, but anyways, so they literally, there was a moment where people were winning money, and they were asking to be colored up. You know, you color up.
Sure,
End of the
to
roll,
leave the
color
game.
up. He's like, listen, you got to carry those checks. We don't want to color you up. You got to carry those checks off the game. And realistically, there were people there that wanted to continue playing or buying in, and he would not let them color up the checks for the life of them, even though they were playing like.
I honestly have never seen anything like that. I cannot believe it.
No, he's an idiot. Why wouldn't you want those people to color up and play? So the guy's 220
The advertising you get in a casino for a game like that is worth every penny that you've given out. It is every time. People talk about it all over town. It's ridiculous.
No, it is. I've heard stories from people that play dice who said that they got pushed off because they won too much money. That's not a thing.
I've never seen that.
I've been in this game 31 years. I've never seen someone pushed off for winning too much money at a casino. It's not a thing.
I've saw one guy in 30 years get, and they didn't really back him off. All they did was send him to a bigger casino. That's it. They want people to win. It makes the casino look great. If you've got 100 players and one guy wins, they're happy. They love that because 100 people are going to hear that somebody won a bunch of money.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely free publicity. I know crap players that have gotten pushed off a game because they don't hit the back wall or they're messing with the dice or whatever the case is.
That's different.
And if you're counting cards and the casino catches you,
they're going to back you off.
Because remember, it's private property. You don't have any privilege to be there doing anything really. They could back. It's private property. They could back.
They can
up anything.
refuse service to anybody for any reason, even if they don't like the way you're dressed. It doesn't matter. They can push you out. Most don't do that, but it can be done.
You know, one very famous story here in Vegas, true story, when Steve Wynn was running the Golden Nugget, there was a guy that ended up winning a ton of money who wasn't dressed. You know, how Steve Wynn thought he should be dressed.
Sure.
He ended up getting up to $1 million on the table on a blackjack game. You know who I'm talking about? You might know, but this is a true story. Steve Wynn went up to the guy and bought him a suit, offered to put him into a suit to continue playing. He's like, listen, I don't want you to continue playing, but you look like a bum. And I would love to offer you a room and a suit. And he did that. And the guy, took some time off of the table, went and got a suit, got a room, got refreshed. The very next day came down, lost all the money back.
We had a guy at Treasure Island one time. He came in. He was a bum living on the street.
Yeah.
He came in with his Social Security check, cashed it. It was about $300 or $400. Within a few hours, he starts winning. He gets on a roll. He runs that money up to almost $2 million.
Oh my God!
In just a few days.
Well, he had nothing to lose.
It was amazing. He was a bum off the street. Now he ended up giving every penny back, but they took him out. They got him a pair of glasses that he needed. They put him in a nice suit. They got him cleaned up, a haircut.
Yeah.
They don't have to do that. They're going to get their money back. They want, they tried to help the guy a little bit.
I have a few of those stories. Even at the gate. Even the gate took care of this dude. Got him a TV, his shoes. He went from a $5 player, a stack of birds every day, won $40,000.
Wow.
Between that and the horseshoe. And they used to take care of, they really did.
They did. There's
they
a
didn't
heart
have a problem
in the
with winners.
casino
They
business.
They
let
love
me
winners.
tell you.
No, there is, dude. Are you kidding me?
They're human beings.
All right.
They've been typing for a long time.
Oh my God!
now.
Stay stop, buddy. They're like pounding away. Oh God. Hey, we'll get both of them away. Let's do two of them on the same screen.
Okay,
Save
stop.
us some effort.
Stop. Okay, 1 through 20.
Let's do 5 and 10.
Okay, 5 is Pete. I don't know
Pete.
how to say your last name, so I'm just gonna type in chat.
Pounding away.
We forgot.
No, we were like, huh? What are we going on over
What
here?
are we
were
doing?
like, two boomers up here, dude. It's like, what? Huh? 5 and 10. All right, so we got 5 and 10. 5 gets the small money bag. 10 gets the big money bag.
Big money.
And then 10?
And 10.
Let's see.
And we're going to do one more for the hat, and we're going to be like, we're going to give away the hat. Do we have anybody else where...
Oh, Wordsmith, you are the winner.
Wordsmith? Oh, I love it.
Oh, very nice.
I love that dude. I used to love... if you guys ever get a chance, so a lot of these dictionaries, they give you a word of the day, and it could pop up into your some of them you could put it right into your browser.
Oh wow.
And so you just get a word of the day and you come up with a cool word and give you a little deeper understanding. English language is very nuanced.
Oh yeah.
Got a lot of words, mean a lot of things. You know what I mean? Like bricked up.
Bricked up.
I mean, it can mean a lot of different things in a different context. You know what I'm saying? It means a lot of. Anyways, all right. Let's give out. Did everybody come to our rescue and just be like, hey, good job, guys, something like this? All right. Anyways, let's give away the hat.
Well, there's a bunch of
questions.
No, a bunch of money in the chat. I can't. There's
Money,
no
money,
other room
money.
for any other.
Really? Well, how many likes?
There's
do we have
money
now?
everywhere.
Does anybody like us? Do we have more likes? Did anybody?
We have 138 likes.
Ooh,
Wow, we're moving
that's
up.
good.
That's
good.
great.
All right, let's give away this flipping hat. We're gonna give away the hat now. And now, everybody but Pit Boss John can win the hat. Pit Boss John's already won, dude.
Wow.
He's already a winner. He's a winner of life and business. I mean, he's already winning. He doesn't need a hat. I think he has a hat. I think we gave him a hat. All right, let's give away the hat.
More is more.
And don't forget, if for some reason you end up in our spam filter, because sometimes we have to recover emails from our spam filter, just remind us that we need to send you. And if you're literally like Linda S. or Linda, dude, she had to wait around. I don't know what the hell happened with that. That was some weird, cryptic thing that went on there. But she finally got her stuff, I think. Okay, let's give away the hat. You ready?
You got a word? We're using the same word? What's going on here?
What's the word? Bankroll? How about bankroll, dude? Just
Bankroll.
copy it out, pound it out.
Bankroll.
We're going to do this one quick. See that? Cha-ching. How about bankroll? Can bankroll work? Are they doing
Bankroll
it?
works. Let them type in.
All right,
Give them a
type away.
second. Now you guys can talk.
Bankroll. We're going to give away this white, beautiful white. We call
It
it
is
the
a
Lux
nice hat.
It's a
It's-
beautiful hat,
yeah.
dude. I love this hat. And it's got a little black underbill. It's really a fantastic
Looks good.
hat. Yeah, we sell these hats on the site. $25.
Yeah, it's not
Which
bad.
is like half off of what a hat like this. Nowadays, everything has gone up in price, dude. It's
Oh, yeah.
amazing. And by the way, for those people out there who are 2XL, you guys are all screwed because apparently there's no shirts coming in. Everywhere you go to order shirts and they're like, we're out of 2XL, we're out of 3XL, we're out of all these sizes. It's so hard, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right. Well, hey.
The
Okay.
world has changed.
No, the world has definitely changed, dude. We're still waiting for keychains. They've been on their way for like 4 months. I don't know what happened. I think someone ate them somewhere. All right. Ready?
Yep.
Yeah. Is it happening? Are people doing it?
It's happening.
Oh, it's fantastic. Can you imagine? We say it here and they do it over there.
Unbelievable.
People are at home in their
Unbelievable.
underwear typing bankroll. working
What
for
a
the hat.
picture.
We love it, dude. Okay. That is a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Please turn the camera the other way for the.
We don't want to see it.
No, yeah, no. No one wants to see me. No one wants. Okay. Stop.
1 through 20.
You pick the number, sir. You do the honors.
13. Lucky 13.
Lucky 13. Wow, look at you, man. Go right for the jugular.
Greg Browning, you are the winner.
Fantastic.
Very
Greg
nice.
Browning got the hat.
Congratulations.
It's a fantastic hat. We love our hats.
It is
All right.
nice.
I think, do we have any questions? Because Dan actually has a job.
Oh,
he
yeah.
has to get to his actual job.
Gotta work for a living.
Are there any questions? Any big questions? Meaning of lifetime stuff?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
Everybody got buy-ins. Very
No,
nice.
I think everybody. It was a wonderful show, dude. It's
It
a
was
very
very
topical show. Gives you a few people. It's not supposed to be like too probative. We want to give you some good information. But the next, we're gonna do deep dive into the games, and we're gonna start breaking it out. Eventually, we'll get around to skill and luck's questions. Those are hard ones, dude.
Which one?
Has
Skill
some
and
skill
luck?
and luck. He has some tough questions, dude. He puts you right on the spot. He wants to know. He knows the deep answers to gaming, dude. He's a tough guy. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here with us. We hope you enjoy your time with us, and don't forget to check us out. We're gonna be here every Sunday at 5, or we're all already on like Spotify,
Oh, yeah.
Apple, all those things, whatever the hell you get your podcast from. And we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Have a great be loved and love.
Oh,
and
yeah.
all that stuff.
Absolutely.
And have a wonderful week. All right, take care, guys.
Be
Bye.
safe, everybody.
Bye. Be safe.
And extreme.